Tonight's officials for Union County versus West Hall. Referee, Brian Stratton. Umpire, Shane Lively. Head lineman, Ed Hockerly. Line judge, Randy Rivers. Field judge, Thomas Fibrin. Side judge, D. Brown. Clock operator, Ben Holsey. And if I do a good job, I'm Coach Foote. If I do a poor job, my name is Caleb Paul.
No. Because I didn't know they were playing. They do. They play during. They play during? I'm double checking. Where's your phone, Dad? Hey, he reads while they're playing.
He can decide because I can do it.
I'm just saying, that's what they're shooting.
Well, they said 15 to 20, so now they're telling me.
She said they'll be playing the whole time, and as soon as that clock hits 0, stop
That
yelling.
sucker's coming right over.
And
So just start reading as soon as clock.
Hit 0, ladies and gentlemen. And
So-
from here, it looks like they all are in order. Okay.
They're in order.
For what our list is.
Yeah, from what you can tell.
So in
Well,
2 minutes,
I got all their
we
dresses
start.
memorized.
Yes.
Okay.
2 minutes.
So he said black, shiny, and she's the last one, yeah.
Black shiny. But there's a black
Tonight's
shiny.
musical accompaniment will be provided by Union County High School Pride of the Mountains Marching Band under the direction of Will Stafford and Daniel Forrester.
Oh no. Catastrophe.
Yeah, let's put some glasses on.
Glasses.
Let's put my bifocals on. Let's put my readers.
That work for you?
My readers? Oh, my lord. I have a fuzzy wuzzy in front of my
Fuzzy
face.
Wuzzy.
Sure, absolutely. Absolutely. Which
Oh, yay!
Ace of Dang James?
For forensics.
Awesome. Oh, that'll be great.
Last I checked, he was on my roster.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Okay, right. Lord, how did I not see that? I'm nervous. I can't do this. Nope, I can't do this. I'm
You got
quitting.
this.
I quit.
No, you don't.
You can't quit now.
You got it.
You got the announcer voice.
It's too little, too late. I ain't announcing.
Shut up.
I will mess up every single name on purpose.
No, you would not. You don't want to be embarrassed.
Miss Layla Hunter.
Well, the sad thing is I sound like that.
You don't have a country accent when you speak out there.
Do I not?
No,
Oh,
not at
that's
all.
nice.
Your voice changes when you get on the.
Maddie Adams, Taylor Hunter, blue, black, pink.
Seem a bit nervous too, but we got this.
10 seconds.
Basically, Coach Hunter
It's okay,
said if I
baby.
mess up his daughter, I will no longer deal with it.
We shall be fine.
She's second. She's right there. I see her.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
All right, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Union County High School's 2022 football homecoming festivities and the crowning of our 2022 football homecoming queen. The 2022 football homecoming court will enter the field in alphabetical order, beginning with the freshman class representatives.
Just get it here. You just go.
Our first representative, Miss Maddie Adams. Maddie is the daughter of Chris and Susan Adams. She is a member of the UCHS STEM Academy, volleyball team, musical theater, chorus, basketball, SAD club, student council, and a member of the Student Council Executive Board. In her spare time, Maddie enjoys reading, playing the guitar and piano. She also enjoys hanging out with her friends. Maddie says she has no clue what she wants to do and feels she has lots of time to think about it. Maddie would like to thank her friends, family, and God for giving her this opportunity. Tonight, she is being escorted by her brother, Logan Adams. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Maddie Adams. Our next freshman representative is Miss Lola Hunter. Lola is the daughter of Tim and Manny Hunter. She is a member of the UCHS cross country, soccer, and basketball teams. Lola is also a member of the UCHS STEM Academy, Key Club, Spanish Club, DECA Club, TSA, and Student Council. Her interests include going to Panama City Beach with her family and spending time with her cousins and sister. In the future, Lola plans on running at the University of Georgia and studying to become a pediatrician. Pediatrician, goodness. She would like to thank God, her family, and her friends. Lola is being escorted tonight by her father, Tim Hunter. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lola Hunter. Our final freshman representative is Miss Kaylee Rader. Miss Kaylee Rader is the daughter of Jenny Taylor and Eddie Rader. She is a member of the UCHS basketball and softball teams. In her spare time, Kaylee enjoys spending time with Caden and her family. She also enjoys shopping with Adelaide. Kaylee's future plans include attending a dream college, the University of Florida, and obtaining a degree in nursing. She would like to give a special thanks to her mom, Jenny, for always supporting her. Kaylee would also like to thank the rest of her family, Austin, Braylon, Easton, Kevin, Eddie, and Shy, for all they do. Kaylee is being escorted tonight by her stepfather, Kevin Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kaylee Rader. The freshman representatives for tonight are Miss Maddie Adams, Miss Lola Hunter, and Miss Kaylee Rader. Next, we have our sophomore representatives. Our first sophomore representative is Miss Brooke LaQuire. Brooke is the granddaughter of Jeff and Tammy Lester. Brooke is involved in ballet, lyrical, jazz, hip-hop, and contemporary dance at the Blairsville Dance Project. She is a member of the UCHS Theater and Union County 4-H. In her spare time, Brooke enjoys reading, writing, and painting. In the future, she plans to attend a college to study professional dance and journalism. Brooke would like to thank her grandparents, her dance instructor, Brett Taylor, her theater teacher, Chris Adams, and all those she is thankful to call her friends. Brooke is being escorted tonight by her grandfather, Jeff Lester. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Brooke LaQuire. Our next sophomore representative, Miss Mallory Rouse. Mallory is the daughter of Steve and Tiffany Rouse. She is a member of the UCHS volleyball and basketball teams. Mallory is also a member of the UCHS STEM Academy, Student Council, Beta, and TSA clubs. Mallory's interests and hobbies include spending time with her family and friends. After graduation, she plans on going to college and pursuing a medical career. She wants to marry the love of her life and start a family of her own. Mallory would like to thank God, her parents, her family, and her friends for the opportunity to represent the class of 2025. She is escorted tonight by her father, Steve Rouse. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Mallory Rouse. Our final sophomore representative is Miss Michaela Souther. Michaela is the daughter of Mike and Gail Souther. Michaela plays softball and is the president of the TSA club. She is also a member of UCHS STEM Academy, DECA, Student Council Executive Board, Spanish Club, Key Club, and Beta Club. In her spare time, Michaela enjoys playing softball with her friends at UCHS. When she's not on the field, you can find her doing her schoolwork or hanging out with friends and family. After graduation, Michaela ultimately hopes to go to law school to fulfill her dream of becoming a lawyer. She would like to especially thank God for all the many blessings she has given her and she would also like to thank her friends and family for always being there to support her. Michaela is being escorted tonight by her father, Mike Souther. Ladies and gentlemen, Michaela Souther. The sophomore representatives are Miss Brooke LaQuire, Miss Mallory Rouse, and Miss Michaela Souther. Now for our junior representatives. Our first junior representative is Miss Katie Byers. Katie is the daughter of David and Janice Byers. Katie is a member of the UCHS STEM Academy, Beta Club, Spanish Club, and SAD Club. In addition, she is the secretary of HOSA. Her hobbies and interests include playing softball, basketball, and running track. Katie loves to take pictures with her mom and sister and watch sunsets. After graduation, she plans to attend the University of North Georgia and study pre-pharmacy, following in the footsteps of her father, along with God's plan for her to be a pharmacist. Katie would like to thank her family and friends. She would also like to give thanks to Emily for always being a great role model and a supportive big sister. Tonight, Katie is being escorted by her father, David Byers. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Katie Byers. Our second junior representative, Miss Georgia Patton. Georgia is the daughter of Mitch and Joy Patton. She is a member of the UCHS Student Council, the SAD Club, the Key Club, the UCHS STEM Academy, FCA, and a member of the UCHS varsity softball team. Georgia's interests and hobbies include spending time with her family, friends, and the Lord. She enjoys playing softball with the high school team during the week and playing for the North Georgia Rage travel softball team on the weekends. Georgia loves being outside, cooking with her dad, traveling to her family's farm. After graduation, she plans to attend college and earn a business degree, one day start her own business or obtain her real estate license. Georgia would like to thank the good Lord for blessing her and always looking after her. She would also like to thank her mom and dad for always being there and supporting her through all that she does. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Georgia Patton. Our next junior representative is Miss Addie Scott. Addie is the daughter of Laura and Ryan Scott. She is also a member of the Union County 4-H Club, the Technology Student Association, Scouts BSA, Key Club, UCHS Student Council, UCHS STEM Academy, and the Blairsville Dance Project. In her spare time, Addie enjoys dance, crocheting, reading, listening to music, and musical theater. Addie plans to attend a 4-year university to further her education. Tonight, she would like to thank her friends who support her through her many flaws, her dance family that she loves and who puts up with her throughout her confusion and mental blocks, her family who has supported her throughout the years. Addie is being escorted tonight by her father, Ryan Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Addie Scott. Our final junior representative is Miss Lara Turner. Lara is the daughter of Larry and Karen Turner. She is a member of the UCHS Beta Club, the Student Council Executive Board, the UCHS Varsity Soccer Team, and the Varsity Basketball Team. Lara's interests and hobbies include working toward her private pilot's license and learning to play the electric guitar. After graduation, she plans to attend college while acquiring various aircraft ratings, her airline transport pilot certificate, and to fly for a major airline. Lara would like to thank her family for supporting her in all that she does, her teachers and coaches, her teammates, her friends, and Chapter 1211, and the Wright brothers. Tonight, Lara is being escorted by her father, Larry Turner. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lara Turner. The junior representatives are Miss Katie Byers, Miss Georgia Patton, Miss Addie Scott, and Miss Lara Turner. Now our senior representatives. Our first representative is Miss Bailey Adams. Bailey is the daughter of Chris and Susan Adams. She is a member of the UCHS Student Council and the SAD and Spanish clubs, varsity football cheer, as well as varsity basketball cheer captain. Bailey's hobbies and interests include singing, dancing, going to church, and spending time with her friends and family. After graduation, she plans to attend Mercer University to pursue a career in pediatric physical therapy, but most of all, trust in God and His plan for what He has in store for her. Bailey would like to thank her family, friends, and God for giving her everything she has. Tonight, Bailey is being escorted by her father, Chris Adams. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Bailey Adams. Our second senior representative is Miss Caroline Carnes. Caroline is the daughter of Jason and Susan Carnes. Caroline is a member of the UCHS softball team, the STEM Academy, Beta Club, vice president of the Spanish Club, the UCHS Student Council, as well as a member of the Student Council Executive Board, and the United Community Bank Junior Board. In her spare time, Caroline enjoys singing and playing the guitar and the piano. She also loves working at mountain gymnastics as a coach. Next fall, Caroline plans to attend Truett McConnell University to major in early childhood education. She plans to return to Blairsville to start her family and teaching career. Caroline would like to thank her friends, family, teachers, and God for always being there and supporting her throughout her life. She is being escorted tonight by her father, Jason Carnes. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Caroline Carnes. Our next senior representative is Miss Sailor No. Sailor is the daughter of Mikey and Stacy No. She is a member of the UCHS Beta Club and Spanish Club. Sailor has also been a member of the varsity volleyball team for the past 4 years, varsity golf team for the last 2 years. Sailor's hobbies and interests include spending time with her family and friends, playing volleyball with her team, going on adventures with her dogs, as well as traveling abroad. After graduation, Sailor plans to attend a 4-year university and eventually enroll in dental school to become a licensed orthodontist. She would like to thank the Lord for blessing her with the best family and friends a girl could ever ask for. Her mom and her dad for being her biggest supporters, for showing her love and affection each and every day, and for being her best friends throughout her life. Sailor would also like to thank her sister for being a true inspiration to her and always believing in her. I love you with all my heart. Lastly, she would like to thank all of her friends for always putting the biggest smile on her face every day. Tonight, Sailor is being escorted by her father, Mikey No. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sailor No. Next, we have our senior representative, Miss Chloe Potts. Chloe is the daughter of Keith and Casey Potts. For the last 4 years, Chloe has played second base for the UCHS varsity softball team. She is also a member of the Students Against Destructive Decisions Club. In her spare time, Chloe enjoys playing softball and hanging out at the lake, riding Honda 50s, and spending as much time as she can with family and friends. After graduation, Chloe plans to attend college and pursue a degree in the medical field. She would like to thank God for her many blessings and her parents for supporting her in all she does. Chloe would also like to thank her brother for having her back no matter what, and her softball coaches for believing in her on and off the field. Chloe is being escorted tonight by her father, Keith Potts. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Chloe Potts. Our final senior representative is Miss Sophie Truex. Sophie is the daughter of Chuck and Lisa Truex. She is a member of DECA, the Spanish Club, and the UCHS Mountain Echoes yearbook staff. Sophie's hobbies and interests include people watching, eating Ingles subs, driving around like it's her day job, planning trips with friends they can't afford, and watching Love Island. Sophie's future plans include attending college abroad and graduating with a fashion marketing degree, moving to New York City, and taking over the world. She would like to thank Jordan and Hannah for getting her into college, Eloise and Brady for getting her through high school, Carly and Chloe for being her biggest fans, and finally her parents for always supporting her in everything she does. Tonight, Sophie is being escorted by her father, Chuck Truex. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sophie Truex. Our senior representatives are, once again, Miss Bailey Adams, Miss Caroline Carnes, Miss Sailor No, Miss Chloe Potts, and Miss Sophie Truex.
Just say the kids' names when you get to it.
Tonight's flowers
Just say their names.
will be presented by cheerleader captains Miss Allie Franklin, Miss Jalen Hogshead, and Miss Lexi Starling. Our cheerleaders are being assisted tonight by some very special guests. Gunnar Moore, Hazel Stafford, Maddox Crawford, Bristol Warren, Boone Anderson, Sarah Graham. Lastly, let's welcome the 2021 football homecoming queen, Miss Mia McCombs, goodness gracious, who is being escorted tonight by the quarterback club president, Mr. Joseph Gober. Tonight, Mia will crown the 2022 homecoming queen. As we await the crowning of the queen, let's congratulate our class runner-ups. Our class of 2025 freshman runner-up is Maddie Adams.
Can I just go?
Our class of 2024 sophomore runner-up is Michaela Souther. Our class of 2023 junior run-up is Miss Addie Scott. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Our second runner-up tonight is Miss Caroline Carnes. Mr. Carnes, will you please escort Caroline to the center of the field? Congratulations. Our first runner-up tonight is Miss Sailor No. Mr. No, will you please escort Sailor to the center field? Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, who will be our Union County High School 2022 football homecoming queen? Mr. Adams, would you please escort Bailey to the center field? Miss Mia McCombs, will you now crown Bailey Adams as the 2022 football homecoming queen?
Congratulations, Bailey.
Congratulations, Bailey. Everybody give her another warm round of applause. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you. And please exit the field toward the home field house.
And I am 3 minutes past.
And remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem. Sponsors: Lynn Harbin, DH Communications, Danny Hempill, Jason Totherow, Leanne Nelson, and Mountain View Funeral Homes. All home games, please join Edward Jones and Jim Brown office for tailgating from 5 to 6 with free hot dogs and Cokes.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Nelson Tractor Company of Blairsville. Nelson Tractor Company has been providing value to our customers for over 60 years. For over 30 years, Carter Insurance and Investments has provided the Union County area with quality and competitive products for life, health, and disability insurance, as well as Medicare supplements. As an investment advisor representative, Carter Insurance and Investments can help you build an investment plan that's best for your financial situation. To learn more, stop by and meet our friendly staff. We're located on Young Harris Street across from the post office in Blairsville. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Bitter Creek Market and Deli, providing the best quality of meats in the area. Located between Young Harris and Blairsville. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Union County Farm Bureau, proud sponsor of Union County football and the Georgia High School Association.
Financial Insurance, the Swales Agency.
For years, your source for sales, parts, accessories, and service for golf carts has been North Georgia Golf Carts. Now they're at a new, more convenient location. Owner Rick Goddard and staff are there to assist you with all your golf cart needs. They sell and service all types of golf carts, from E-Z-Go to Club Car to Yamaha. And they provide pickup and delivery for any service work. That's North Georgia Golf Carts, now located east of Young Harris near the intersection of US Highway 76 and State Highway 17 North.
Get your prescriptions filled in minutes at Brasstown Pharmacy Drug and Gun in Blairsville. Flu shots, the PCR COVID test, regular COVID test, or antibody test today. Brasstown Pharmacy is your go-to pharmacy for curbside pickup, personalized compounded medications, and more. And we're loaded with a full line of firearms, ammo, and gifts. Brasstown Pharmacy Drug and Gun is the best bang for your buck behind McDonald's in Blairsville. Call or text 706-745-2303.
She's a person who was elected by her peers as the homecoming queen. So congratulations again to Bailey. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Union General Hospital. I'm Jeff Batten. I'm with Spencer Mathis and John Moon with RidgelineTV.net, who is documenting the game, both video and with our commentary as well. As we get ready for the teams to run through the banners, we're still 3 or 4 minutes away, and we've got time to put the ball on the tee, so to speak, and talk about the matchup a little bit. This is a game that doesn't come around very often. We haven't played these guys since the early 1990s. And I was talking to Michael Perry about the history of West Hall. He said, they've been down recently, but back in the day, they were a tough football team, and they're looking to get back up again. They are 1-2 on the football season. We're a favorite in this game, I would think. It looks like we've got more kids on the roster, which is usually a telltale indicator of your strength versus another team's strength. But handicap this as you have seen the games as well as I have, and with what you've learned about West Hall.
Yeah, West Hall still looking for their offensive identity. They're going to be running the ball a lot in this game. Their quarterback play, from what I've heard, has not been great this season, but they're looking to pick it up in this game. They're 1-2, coming off a pretty big loss versus East Jackson, in which they gave up almost 400 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns. And then you look at Union County. Over the last 2 or so games, Union County has 400 rushing yards and 283 of those belong to Braylon Rader. So the Panthers offense has picked it up. Caden Tanner really playing flawless football. No turnovers that were on him besides the one in Towns County that was dropped by a receiver. So he's got 7 touchdowns and 2 interceptions this season, and he's really picked it up, and he looks good in his junior season.
Yeah, Braylon Rader has been the breakout star of the last 2 games. The first 2 games he was stymied. He did not run very well, Spencer, compared to what he has done in weeks 3 and 4. And Coach Perry says he's just learned a lot more. He's learned how to play football. This is a new thing for him.
Yeah, and you can tell that he used to be a running back for Union County because, like we've said in a couple of broadcasts, you can just see his athleticism. Anytime he takes the ball and runs with it, he picked up a 20-yard gain versus our Murchie last week, had about 30 rushing yards in that one, and just played a good, clean football game, and Union County's defense did the rest.
Got the 3 captains out there right now as we get ready to flip the coin and get this game going. Our captains, as they have been all year, are Wilson Walker, wearing jersey number 0. Gage Barnes is a linebacker, number 35. And Noah Helton is the big kid on the line. And he is a senior and our 3rd captain tonight as we look down on our 50-yard line vantage point and see the 6 players and the 2 referees getting ready to flip the coin. The team starting to now approach their banners. We Are Sparta is the name of the banner on the West Hall side. And, of course, we've got Homecoming 2022, a beautiful banner over here on the left end zone. So we're just a couple minutes ready from getting ready to play this game. As I said, we are 3-1. We started off the season with, I'm going to call it an upset victory over Fannin County. We won that one 14-7. Fannin County has had a great last couple of years, and they came into this game with all the confidence in the world as a football program. But we played lights-out football for 48 minutes and won that ball game, and then turned around and lost to Lumpkin the next week in a game that wasn't all that close. 28-6, if I can recall off the top of my head, was the final score on that one. We dropped to 1-1, and the last couple of weeks have been easy. Is it because we're getting better? Is it because we are not exactly playing world beaters?
I'm going to say it's a mixture of both. In that week 1 game versus Fannin County, we really didn't make any mistakes. And then that we came out against Lumpkin and turned it over on the first 2 offensive drives. So that really played a key part in it. It's just really been the Panthers offense limiting turnovers and the defense playing the exact same way. But they've also improved in the red zone, which is huge, because in that Lumpkin game, they may have lost 28-6.
Ladies and gentlemen, get
and here come the
feet
Panthers.
For our Union County Panthers. Tonight's game against West
Purple tops, tan bottoms, the American flag, as is our tradition. Gage Barnes bringing out the stars and stripes as the West Hall Spartans on the far side and their white-on-white jerseys get ready to tee it up for Week 5 here on WJRB News Talk 95.1. We're less than 30 seconds away from kickoff, and again, very excited that you're with us. You can listen over the air, of course, at 95.1 as Marconi envisioned it in 1910 to listen to a game on the radio over the air. But if you're a digital person, we love you too. You can listen on WJRBradio.com on your laptop or your desktop. And of course, we launched the new WJRB browser where you can listen to us on your pad or your Android, your iPad, your iPhone, your Galaxy device, Samsung device, and you can do that at WJRB, the app. Just go to the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, type in WJRB, and good things happen.
Back for Union
We're ready to go,
12,
and excited that you are here with us. And already we've got a little bit of confusion on the field as the Purple Panthers and the white jerseyed Spartans flip sides, and it will be the Spartans kicking off to us, and presumably Griff Young and Jensen Goebel back at the 5-10 yard line. And having to run 90 yards the other way is poor Jensen Goebel, who was back on one 5-yard line. Now he's got to go back onto the other 5-yard line. 12 minutes on the clock. Like I said, it is a beautiful night. We don't quite have that nip in the air tonight, but we might have it by 10 o'clock tonight. And away we go with the kickoff for Week 5, and it is a good kickoff, and it's going to land 8 yards into the end zone. And if anybody that's putting down West Hall didn't scout their kickoff guy, because that was a pretty good shot to open up the game.
Yeah, nice boot from their kicker, Henry Ruiz, and the Panthers will start from the 20-yard line and looking to continue to run the ball like they've done over the past couple of games. They were playing some opponents that may not be up to the top of the standards in terms of GHSA football, but they outscored both of those opponents 91-17 in those 2 games combined. Just really clean games from Union County.
One thing about the Hall schools is they've always got a pretty good kicker. Soccer is a really big deal there, as it is here, but particularly there, and they've always got a kid that can kick it. All right, here we go. We've got Caden Tanner back all by himself on the 20-yard line. Going to throw the ball near side off the bat, and Jensen's got it at the 20, slips a tackle, 25, 26, 27, and taken down by number 5, Ryan McMillan of the West Hall Spartans. And that's the way you want to start off a football game, is get yourself in a 2nd and 2 type situation as they mark the ball at the 28-yard line. A lot of touches for Jensen so far this year, and why not? He has been sure-handed for the Panthers in 2022. Second play of the football game. Going to give the ball to Big Braylon, and now he's center steps, 30, 35-yard line, dragging a kid with him over the 38-yard line. He had a kid hanging on, and Braylon just said, hop on, kid, and I'll pull you another 5 or 6 yards as we get a first down right off the bat and move the ball to the 42-yard line. First and 10, Panthers working quickly in tempo. Caden Tanner, the quarterback, all by himself, and to throw the ball out this time to the 45-yard line, now to the 48. And that's a new one. That's Tyler Grasty. Not new, but Tyler hasn't caught a ton of footballs this year, but has been sure-handed when they've thrown it his way from the tight end spot. And he's going to pick up a handful for the Panthers, get the ball up to the 47-yard line right in front of us. Second down and 5 after they give him 5 on the play. And now Braylon is back with Caden Tanner. We've got 3 wideouts. Give the ball to Braylon, up to the 50-yard line, runs over the kid, knocks the pile over another yard, and we've got near first down yardage over their 50-yard line near the 48 of West Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's move those.
See where they mark it. I'm going to put it at the 47-yard line, and that is an easy first down decision for the officiating crew as the Panthers continue to chug through this first possession. And now a little end around, 50-yard line, stutter step 45-yard line, Jensen Goebel down to the 41. They've run that little end around a couple of times with good results, and Jensen is going to pick up 6 or 7 that time for the Panthers as we're now doing what we want to do just 4 plays into this football game. We've got the ball at their 41-yard line. 2nd and 4. Braylon back with Caden Tanner. Going to fake that same play, but Caden's going to take it himself over the 35-yard line. Makes it move with the 30, 25-20. And now Stefan's the kid at the 5, at the 10, 15, rather, near the 12-yard line. I'm getting my yard lines all messed up in my excitement, but he made it over the 15-yard line and gets the ball to about the 11. First down and then some for Caden Tanner, our talented quarterback. Good with the leg, good with the arm, and showing them both off so far here.
Yeah, and on that previous play, the Panthers had Griff Young at the quarterback position. He took the quarterback draw, and he continues to make plays for Union County.
Braylon
Raider up to the 5-yard line. Thank you for the clarification on that. As we are now inside the 5 and knocking on the door here with just a couple of minutes off the first quarter clock. No score from Blairsville, but hopefully that will change in the next couple of plays. Now here's Caden back with Big Braylon. And they're going to give the ball to the big kid, and he's up toward the end zone, touchdown.
And just bulldozes
Braylon Raider with 9:23 left on the first quarter clock has knocked it in from 4 yards, and the Panthers lead it 6-0. A good-looking first drive.
Yeah, the blocking was great there for Union County, and then Braylon Raider just completely ran over a Spartans defender into the end zone, and he now has 5 touchdowns over the last 3 weeks.
He didn't look like he was working too hard to get the yardage either. He is, not to say that he's not, but he runs into those kids, and they feel it more than he does, at least on that drive. Here's Mancias out to add on the extra point. That's McBride.
A lot of power.
Ethan McBride has made it 7-0. Just a couple of minutes off the first quarter clock. We're back in 60 on WJRB.
For years, Bitter Creek Market has been the best little market in the mountains. Now they're even bigger and better with additional room for specialty foods, vegetables, and frozen foods. But don't worry, Bitter Creek Market still has the best selection of quality meats in the area. Their professional butchers prepare the best cuts of meats daily right on site, and Bitter Creek Market grinds their own sausage using only quality cuts of meat. For the gourmet cook, Bitter Creek Market has a wide selection of high-quality food items. And don't forget Bitter Creek Market's deli. Stop by for freshly made sub sandwiches and pork barbecue smoked right on site. They even have homemade potato salad. And they have picnic tables by the creek for your dining convenience. Bitter Creek Market is open Monday through Saturday. Come by and see the friendly staff today. Bitter Creek Market, the best little market in the mountains.
Booted up to about the 23-yard line.
Short kick
Caught by number 23, and he is pushed out of bounds by number 15,
35 to the 36-yard line.
Taylor Whitehead.
They're up back, caught it with a full head of steam, and by the time we could even get down there, he was up over the 25 and then number 10 door. West Hall was sprung off. Right, where were they going to mark? 37. He was scored on a 4-yard run by Braylon Rader, and that accounts for all the scoring so far. Looking over at the West Hall sideline, so here comes the first snap of the night for West Hall, and already looks like a kid jumping. They didn't call it. Now they're going to throw the ball deep near side, and it is going to be out of bounds and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Nolan Thompson on the intended wide receiver, who is number 23, Jacob Ledford.
Second down and 10.
Yeah, and the Spartans rolling out there with a freshman quarterback in Brett Sturm. A pretty strong throw there along the left sideline, and just a little bit over the head of the intended receiver, number 23, Jacob Ledford, who got the kickoff return down to the 37-yard line or so.
West Hall is not running a tempo offense. They're one of the few football teams that you see that are actually huddling between plays. Of course, just one play rather, in the books. Now a handoff, and we've got it behind the line. It's going to be a loss as the Panthers converge on the running back. A loss behind the line. Lance Lane, I believe, on that one. Wilson Walker, rather, in on the tackle as well. It'll be 3rd now and 12 after the 2-yard loss.
Yeah, 3rd and 12 now, and the Spartans are a pretty young team. They're starting quarterback Brett Sturm, a freshman, and they're starting running back Zach Wagner. Zach Wagner, also a freshman, so a young team looking for an offensive identity, sitting at 1-2 on the season, coming out of a bye week.
So 3rd and 12 for the West Hall Spartans. One man in the backfield. Sturm rolling the far side. Now coming back, we're chasing him, and he's going to go down. And the ball is on the ground, and the Panthers think they have it. The Panthers think they have the football, and they do have the football. And let's see who comes up with it. Was that
10, Nolan
was that Nolan Thompson with it, or was it David Heredia?
I think Nolan Thompson got the recovery.
Popeye himself.
So it's all Panthers in their early going. Sturm, their quarterback, running for his life back there. A couple of kids hit him. And coming up with the football are the Union County Panthers. Will take over at the 34-yard line of West Hall. What a crowd tonight on the home side in Union County. This is really an impressive performance. Everybody coming back, of course, to see the pageantry of homecoming, but of course it's a beautiful night as well. They call it a timeout Union County has. Garland, we're going to keep the ball game right here, sir. Garland Johnson, the 4th member of our broadcast team, who capably and ably keeps us on the air back in Young Harris. Got 8:26 left on the first quarter. So far. Where would we start? About the 30-something yard line?
The 20-yard line.
Well, yeah, that's right. It was a touchback. We went 80 yards, and it was concluded by a 5-yard run by Braylon Rader to make it 7-0. And then we have just picked up a fumble by Nolan Thompson, and now we have it, looking to make it 14-0, hopefully, as the ball is marked at their 34-yard line.
About 34.
We are glad that you're with us here tonight. Nothing more exciting than homecoming in Blairsville. Shotgun snap. Give it to Rader again. Shuffle step. He's going to be hit by the middle of the line. First time that he hasn't gotten a few. May have gotten one by the time they mark it, and I think they are going to give him a half yard up to the 33, bring up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 for our Panthers.
And a nice defensive push right there by Riley Packard, their defensive tackle. But Union County went 80 yards in less than 3 minutes on their first drive. There's still 8 minutes left in the first quarter, already up 7-0.
Now we got some jumping with the white shirts where they drawn off.
On the field.
There's going to be a flag, and we'll get a decision one way or the other, and it is going to be on them. So we'll pick up 5 more on the Spartans, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good cadence that time. Drew him off, did Caden Tanner.
2nd and
it
long
all counts.
Into 2nd and short, real quick.
And ready for a 2nd down with 5 more yards to play with. Now a shotgun snap, and we're going to throw the ball deep, and we've got a
Tanner
man
airs
open. It's
that
Griff
beast
Young.
out.
And did he catch it? No.
Intended target
Knocked out of
number
his hands,
6 in the end
incomplete.
zone.
A well-thrown
Griffin
ball
Young
by
just
Caden,
couldn't
a
pull it
great
down.
route by Griff, but really
Pretty
good coverage that time
by West Hall.
by West Hall's number 16, who is Ethan Clifford. He was step for step with Griff that time.
Yeah, a beautiful throw there by Caden Tanner. Perfect coverage by
I didn't
Clifford.
notice we had a flag on the play.
And it wouldn't have mattered anyway because there's a flag on the play, and I'm guessing that was holding. I didn't see the initial call, but they're marking it back to the 45-yard line
Will be
where it will
taken
be
back
second
to
and long.
the 45, second down, replay.
It'll make it about 2nd and 20. A really pretty ball, and Griff had a step on him. Maybe a little more air onto that ball, a little bit further throw, and maybe he would have had it, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway because it was a penalty on us. All right, here we go again with Braylon Rader, and he's up to the 40-yard line, and he's still
takes
stumbling
it
and rumbling up
almost
to the
back to the
36-yard
original
line.
line of scrimmage.
And we got a lot of that penalty yardage back, and that'll bring up third and long for the Union County Panthers. Mark it at the 37-yard line of West Hall. We lead at 7-0 if you're just joining us, and we are glad that you have. What are we going to do here on 3rd and 12? All right, give it the ball to Braylon again, and he's got a block, and he's up to the 35, but they stack him up at the 33-yard line, and maybe got a couple of yards, Braylon Rader, and that's going to bring up 3rd and long. And what do you think, Spencer? Are we kicking it or are we going for it?
Yeah, they're going to go for it here. They've played really every drive this season and gone for it on 4th down. We really haven't had a true field goal attempt so far this season, which is pretty wild through 4 games. So they're running it to get a little bit better field position. 4th and 9 for the Panthers. And we may see a deep ball from Caden Tanner like we saw against Fannin in week 1.
I wouldn't be surprised. Michael Perry has shown us that he will do the unconventional in the conventional situations. All right, man in motion now. And on 4th down, he's got time, and he's going to run the ball himself. He's up to the 30 looking for the first down marker. He's got it over the 25 near the 20-yard line, and that'll be a first down for the Panthers. Was that a design play, or do you think he just took the ball and ran?
Yeah, I think that was a broken play. He was looking to the right side for Ethan McBride, and then he comes up, runs, and a nice block laid out by the receiver wearing number 88, Zach Taylor, who has 3 touchdowns on the season.
Nice run, Caden, and that takes the ball to their 21-yard line, 1st and 10. We're trying to make this a 2-score game. Long snap, Caden. He's back there with Connor this time. No, it's still Braylon, and he runs over a couple of kids for 2 yards. And we are really riding the Braylon Raider train right now with a half a quarter gone in this football game.
Yeah, and with Braylon Raider, the play looks to be over because the defensive line's pushing great, but he just somehow picks up 5 yards on each play. He gets hit after about 3 yards and then runs 2 more yards over a guy. Nearly every run. He's averaging 6 yards a carry this season.
Second down play, ball at the 15-yard line of West Hall. We're trying to make this a 14-0 score. Caden back to pass, going to throw it to the end zone, and he's going to miss an open man on the far side of the end zone. I think that's Jensen Goebel, who was the intended receiver, and he comes up. Well, I guess he I guess he was getting the football. I thought for a second he pulled up with a cramp, but he was just going to get the football that had been thrown over his head, so he looks good with 3rd down coming up now for the Panthers. Running a big tempo offense, no hesitation whatsoever with Caden back by himself. And now we're going to throw the ball quickly, and there's Jensen, and he drops the ball. And Jensen feels terribly about that. He had some blocking ahead of him, and there was a shot that he was going to be able to at least get the first down on that because they didn't have a lot of guys in that immediate area, and that's going to bring up 4th down again and call it 5 for the Panthers.
Yeah, going back to that 2nd down play, Caden Tanner had Jensen Goebel on a 16-yard out route, pretty open in the end zone. Just a bit of an overshot. Now it's 4th and about 5 for Union County, and a timeout called by the Spartans.
So West Hall's going to call this timeout, and once again we'll leave the action here because in my 30 years of high school football, a 60-second timeout used to be 60 seconds. Now it is 48 seconds. And we always get the last 12 seconds of the Ware Chevrolet commercial when we should be calling a touchdown out on the field. About 5:39 left in the first quarter. It's homecoming at Union County High School.
I'd like to give a special shout out to a visitor. We have a 7th grader, first ever 7th grader playing in the
pretty good
band
crowd
for
here
West
tonight.
Hall,
Better than
and
pretty
it's
good,
their
Spencer.
Birthday.
Yeah, and I thought that after homecoming, since it was
birthday
before
to
the game, we'd see
Haley Bird.
some fans leaving that maybe don't want to watch the football team. But this year, with the Panthers being 3-1, it's must-watch football, and a lot of the fans stayed. This place is packed.
That's a great observation. A lot of the parents sometimes are for the cheerleaders in the band and not so much the football, but you're right. Winning is infectious. Here we go again with 4th and 5, ball at their 15-yard line, and we get some movement, and we will get a flag, and we will see if he was drawn off or if he jumped himself. They've already been called for one offsides earlier in this drive, and they did it again. Michael Perry has got an idea of what he's doing out there, and that's going to be a first down. A first down at the 11-yard line, and that's just what the doctor ordered. That's the easiest way to get a first down that there is to pick up a cheap penalty.
And Caden Tanner's cadence this season has drawn a couple of offside penalties at home. He's really good with using the crowd, and a free first down on 4th and 5 for Union County.
They can get a first down. They're going to give the ball to Braylon. Hopefully don't have to get it. He's up to the 5-yard line. Give him 6 that time, the big kid. And as you say, he seems to get 6 yards every time, 3 of those on his own effort and 3 where he's just carrying somebody along either on the ground or on his shoulders. Clock still running now, 2nd down. And we're going to fake, and they're going to hit the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage and push him back a little bit. I got fooled that time. I thought that we were going to run a little naked, a reverse, but they did give the ball to the back, and it's going to be 3rd down for the Panthers.
Yeah, and even whenever Braylon Rader gets stuffed in the backfield, he still ran over number 8, Andrew Malin. 2 plays in a row. It may be a loss of 2, but, I mean, I don't know how he does it. Every single play he's breaking a tackle.
3rd and 6. Let's see if we can get it here. Going to throw the ball in the end zone, and we got him. Touchdown. Tyler Grasty. A quick hitter right over the middle. They didn't see that coming. They had nobody in the middle of the field defensively, and sure-handed Tyler Grasty has made this 13-0.
Yeah, and the Panthers were really working that play in. A couple of inside zone handoffs to Braylon Rader, had the defensive safeties down, and they hit that same slant last week to Zach Taylor. This time it's Tyler Grasty in the end zone, and the Panthers lead 13-0.
The Panther receiving core has been terrific this year. There have been years where we've had the dropsies. Not this year. We are the sure-handed receiving Panthers in 2022. And now comes Ethan McBride, and the kick is up and true, and it's good. 4:49 left in the first quarter. It's all Panthers so far, 14-0. Back in 60 on WJRB Young Harris.
Union County Panther football broadcast brought to you by Carter Insurance and Investments in Blairsville. Serving the area for over 30 years. Best of luck to the Panthers.
When you combine quality products, excellent customer service, and the best prices in the area, the result is Hemp Hill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing. In business since 1963, Hemp Hill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing has served the surrounding area with a variety of home improvement supplies. Everything from vinyl siding in many colors, trim pieces, shutters, soffits, vents, and accessories. Hemp Hill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing, located west of Blairsville on Highway 515.
Union County football is brought to you by Joyce S. Kim, DMD. Providing family and cosmetic dentistry to the Blairsville area. Best of luck, Purple Swarm. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by North Georgia Golf Carts. Providing a full range of sales, accessories, service, and parts.
Panther fans, it's all us as we get into the final 5 minutes of the first quarter. Now we're going to squib one down the middle. They're going to take it on the run at the 25-yard line. Running east and west. One guy missed him. He's still on his feet trying to get around the corner. The angle is not there for West Hall as they are a little short of the 30-yard line, and that's where they'll start off their second possession. They fumbled on possession number 1, and that made it a little easier for us to get our second touchdown of the evening, where it stands 14-0. Another quick score, we've got Coosa over Towns County 7-0. An early play, rooting for the Indians to get back in that ball game. Our friends over in Towns County.
Please don't forget about both our concession stands.
Sun is setting here in Blairsville as the days get shorter. And it'll be fall soon enough. After this game, it'll be early October before you see us again. Now on an end around, here comes West Hall around the near side, and he's going to get around the corner for a feud. Maybe even as many as he needed to get for the first down. Nolan Thompson from the quarterback slot dragging down the ball carrier. Where are they going to spot it? It's going to be a little bit short of the first down, but a good pickup for West Hall, their first successful offensive play of the night.
Yeah, Nolan Thompson, along with the rest of these Panthers cornerbacks, have been sure tacklers this season. Nice job tackling Jalen Fagan on the handoff, who just got the kickoff to set him up at the 29-yard line on this drive.
West Hall will be second down at the 38-yard line.
Wilson Walker and Sam Page playing safety for us tonight.
Yes.
As we get into a second and a very short one. And now they're going to give it, and we're going to pancake him. I don't know if he got the first down or not. I think he may have lost a yard.
Number 28.
Number 28 for the Panthers is Elijah Helton, and he'll get credit for that tackle as they move it back now to the 38-yard line. Great penetration by Helton, number 2, or he might argue Helton, number 1. So third down and about a yard. See if we can stop him here. Shotgun formation. They're trying to make us jump. We're not going for it. They're back with one guy. Inside slot and two. They've got a tight end and one other wide receiver here on the near side. A couple of guys in the slot. Now the snap, and we're going to get him, and we're going to hit him behind the line. They're going to fumble the ball.
Fumble on the play.
I believe they got it back, but that will bring up a fourth down. For the second time, we've knocked it out of their hands. And it was the quarterback, Sturm, who was able to fall on it.
And the Spartans on that play running an RPO, and the quarterback just made the wrong decision on the handoff. The Panthers defense was all there in the box. There was about 7 or 8 defenders in the box with the safety coming up. And just a loss of 2 on 3rd and 1, and they're going to punt the ball away.
So once again, we've got a chance to do something offensively here. And a good snap to the punter, and he's going to run it, and he's going to be knocked down short of the first down. The punter bobbled the snap, thought that he couldn't get it off, took off, and just was not able to get around the corner as we spied him pretty quickly. And once again, West Hall has given us an early Christmas gift as we'll take over at the 36-yard line.
And that's another thing that the Panthers have taken advantage of this season. In Towns County, you saw a couple of bad special teams plays by the Indians, and here's one for the Spartans early on in this game. They're already down 14-0 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter, and you can't have that. You can't give the Panthers offense that's been so good this season the ball at the Spartans' 36-yard line.
Did you catch the tackler that time for Union?
Yeah, it was Wilson Walker.
Wilson Walker, okay. This is probably not the time to tell you that I had a best friend named William Walker, and I used to swim at Wade Wilson Pool, so I am completely lost on any Wilson Walker reference. Really struggling with that. All right, here we go with our third possession of the night, and Caden Tanner is going to be flushed out, and he'll take it up the middle himself up near the 30-yard line. And a good pickup on first down for our signal caller.
Great pickup on first down, Caden Tanner.
Yeah, good coverage there by the Spartans, and whenever Caden Tanner doesn't see what he wants out of his receivers or the defensive backs are playing nice, he's great at taking it and pulling it down and running with it for a gain of about 5.
Give the ball again to Braylon Rader, and he's looking for some holes. And again, he's just dragging kids with him, and he's up over the first down and got some more. Oh, my gosh, I get so excited when I watch that kid just throw other tacklers around like little children. Braylon Rader, a man among boys out there, and why not? He's a load. 2.5 left in the first quarter. Panthers driving again. Looking to hopefully make it 21-0. Braylon Rader back with Caden Tanner. We've got 4 eligible receivers, plus Rader, who's now in motion. Little rush, going to throw the ball over the middle. It's caught by Griff Young at the 20-yard line. He's got some running room. He's up to the 10-yard line, still running. Cuts back, shaking and baking. He's still running. He's coming back the other way. He's still on his feet at the 5, and he'll finally be tackled at the 3-yard line. Oh, my goodness gracious. I think he cut back 2 different times around the 5-yard line. He got into a cloud of kids, turned back the other way, ran into another crowd of kids, turned back the other way, and ended up at the 5-yard line, and a big pickup for the Panthers, and we are now knocking inside the 5-yard line. Oh my goodness, what a run by Griff Young. Making magic happen out there. Now we're going to give the ball to Braylon Rader. He's headed for the end zone. He's going to be just a little bit short. He's tackled that time by number 44, Riley Packard, a junior from West Hall.
Number 83.
As we're into 2nd and goal. Moving quickly as the Panthers offense. Give it to Braylon again. Did he get in? And yeah, he did. Braylon Rader has
Protecting
notched his
pursuit.
second touchdown of the
Gets the job
night, and it
done.
is all Panthers
Braylon Rader.
with a minute left in the first quarter. We lead at 20-0, and we're making it look really, really easy, Spencer.
Yeah, and Wilson Walker not Wilson Walker, Griff Young with a huge play there. And I interviewed him this week. He had a 51-yard catch versus our Murchie. And he did the exact same thing as what we saw here. I asked him about the touchdown. He said it was pretty easy in his opinion, but if you go back and watch the tape, he juked out 3 or 4 our Murchie defenders just like he did tonight against the Spartans.
Mr. McBride.
Ethan McBride
Caden Tanner.
going to try to make it a 3-touchdown edge, and the kick is up and good.
Good.
1 minute and 12 seconds
21.
left, Panther fans. It's all grins here in Blairsville.
112
Back in 60
first
seconds
quarter.
on WJRB.
Let's keep
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Hemphill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing in Blairsville, proud sponsors of the Union County Panthers.
If you've got a nagging sports injury, then Union General Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is ready to get you back on the field. Dr. Jacob Sturton, Dr. Ronald Macbeth, and physician assistants Brian Haas and David Zollinger are currently accepting new patients at their office. They can help with everything from a sports injury to knee or shoulder pain. If you want to get back to living and being active, call Union General Orthopedics and Sports Medicine at 706-439-6858.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Leon's Floors, located in Blairsville, offering sales and installation of carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and tile flooring. Union County football is brought to you by the North Georgia News, providing news and sports coverage to Union County for over 100 years. Go Panthers!
Minute 12 left in the first quarter. We're making it look easy on homecoming night against West Hall.
Booted that beast.
And we're going to kick the ensuing kickoff right into the end zone. And West Hall will take it over for the first time on a touchback at their own 20-yard line. West Hall, we don't know much about their offense because, they fumbled before they get a chance to show us what they got.
Yeah, we didn't know much coming into this game either because they haven't really entered any stats on Max Prep, so we're seeing them for the first time really as spectators. I mean, the Union County defense, of course, had film to prepare for this game, but we haven't really seen what they've done. But they got shut out in their last game, and they're down 21-0 with about a minute to go in the first quarter currently.
Sturm is the quarterback. Low snap, and it's whistled dead before the play can get going.
Whistle dead before the play can get going.
I think I said that, Coach Smithfoot.
Yeah, and their receiver got going a little bit early there, and that's going to be a false start on West Hall.
Mark off 5 against the Spartans of West Hall. Looking forward to having the band on at halftime. Of course, we're not even in the second quarter yet. They've been dodging the rain as much as the football players and the media have all year long, maybe even more so. All right, here's a first down. Good throw, but incomplete on the far side. Good coverage by the Panthers. A rifle-armed throw. It wasn't true. And that'll bring up second down and 15 for the West Hall Spartans.
And the Panthers defense doing a good job at making the freshman quarterback Sturm uncomfortable in the pocket. He's got some pretty good movement, but his fumble was pretty costly for the Spartans. But Union County's defense continues to apply pressure with Lane Lance, David Heredia, Gage Barnes, and then big number 99, Elijah Haynes.
Trying to play a slower tempo, and why not? They don't have a whole lot of kids out there, and I suspect some of the jerseys out there are kids that are not intended to play in the football game, just to kind of dress out a few more kids. Second down now. They're going to throw the ball over the middle. It's caught at the 20-yard line by West Hall, and we're going to tackle them right after that. So they got the penalty yardage back, and we'll bring up third and long as they spot the ball over the 20-yard line. Let's call it the 21-yard line. Clock on the move in the final 45 seconds of the first quarter. We lead at 21-0, and it has been fun and all Panthers from Blairsville. We're going to be off for a couple of weeks. Spencer's not going to know what to do with himself on Friday nights. He'll have to go out and do something, that college kids do, not call high school football games. John Moon's looking at me like, well, there are a lot of options there. At least there were back in his day. Now we've got a kid down, I believe it's one of the Panthers. Is that Taylor Whitehead out there? I believe that it is. He's in that classic cramp position. I don't want to say that that's what it is, but they're pushing his toes forward. And as a weekend warrior, I can tell you that that's what happens. They push those toes when you get that leg extended and try to get that calf cramp worked out.
Shaking up. Maybe a calf cramp.
Clock stopped at 40 seconds.
40 seconds on the clock.
West Hall taking their sweet time. Pretty night in Blairsville as the sun has now set to the west of us. Clock now on the move. We're under 30 seconds, and we're going to sack the quarterback back near the 15-yard line.
Cooper Ashcraft.
Cooper Ashcraft, number 4, our steady junior linebacker. Ooh, we've got sound effects tonight. Well done.
Yeah, and they're the Panthers defense. They saw that the Spartans had no running back in pass protection. They sent Cooper Ashcraft, and he came in completely free on the quarterback's blind side. Just a 3rd and 10 play call by the Spartans that they would like to have back. You've got to have pass protection against this Panthers defense that loves to blitz.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter, friends. It's all purple, 21-0, as Union General Hospital brings you week 5 of Panther football. We're back in 60 seconds for quarter number 2.
You can purchase
locally owned since 1980, Leon's Flooring is your full-service flooring store with the largest showroom in the area, guaranteed to save you money with over 50 years of total sales experience. The folks at Leon's Flooring are experts in ceramic tile, carpet, hardwoods, and vinyl, located at 568 Murphy Highway in Blairsville, next to the Mexican restaurant and across from Mike's Seafood. Leon's Flooring, call them today at 706-745-9433. Oh, and by the way, say hello to Diesel while you're there.
Check out North Georgia Water Sports in Blairsville for all of your watercraft wants and needs. Offering inventory loaded with new and used watercraft, including Avalon, Tahoe, Tracker, and Sun Tracker boats. Whatever you want, they got. North Georgia Water Sports also offers a service department with highly trained technicians during all business hours. Don't forget to winterize your boat at North Georgia Water Sports. Call 706-835-1222. Visit NorthGeorgiaWatersports.com or stop by 2132 Murphy Highway in Blairsville.
River City Bank. Buy raffle tickets.
Teeing it up for quarter number 2. It's Jeff Batten, Spencer Mathis, John Moon, and Garland Johnson bringing you exclusive coverage of Union County football on 95.1 WJRB. They have flipped the field, and now it's West Hall kicking left to right as we have Jensen Goebel back at the 45-yard line. The kick is away, and it's a pretty good kick. Going to bounce it about the 45 over the 50-yard line, and Jensen's going to let that ball roll dead over our 45-yard line, and we'll take over around the 44. It's been 2 Braylon Raider touchdowns and a Tyler Grasty catch from his tight end position. That accounts for the 3 touchdowns, and we lead at 21-0 as this one looks to be a runaway on homecoming night in Blairsville.
And a nice punt there by the Spartans kicker/punter and Henry Ruiz, but the Panthers still with really good field position nearing the 50-yard line, starting 1st and 10 from the 44, up 21-0, and this is a game where they're just going to continue to feed Braylon Raider.
This is the first time that we've had the ball on our side of the 50 since the first touchback of the football game. We've had the ball very deep in their territory thanks to a couple of fumble recoveries on drives number 1 and 2. All right, so going to give the ball to Braylon this time. He's running east-west up to the 45, and he's going to go down after about a yard.
Maybe about a yard.
One of their smaller guys made a nice shoestring tackle. That's Jalen Fagan for West Hall. Nice play by Mr. Fagan, and we picked up only 1 or 2 that time, 1.5 for Braylon Raider. I saw Braylon's got a relative on the homecoming court. I believe I heard a Raider out there.
Yes.
Big night for the Raider family.
Four to the right here for Union County. This is where they love to run that screen, but Michael Perry last week said he wants to break tendencies. Let's see if they do it here.
Second down, they are going to throw that screen. It is caught at the 43-yard line by Jensen up to the 50. Stops on a dime, comes back and gets the necessary first down yardage up over the 45-yard line of West Hall. And he made that play after the catch, Spencer. He stopped on a dime, did a little Reggie Bush right there, came back the other way, and picked up the first down for the Panthers.
Yeah, no need to break tendencies if it's going to work basically every time. Braylon Raider's a pretty good blocker, as well as Grassi out there alongside him. And good blocks laid down and a nice run by Jensen Goebel.
Clock moving early in the second quarter. We lead at 21-0. on Homecoming Friday. A beautiful September night. Here's Braylon Raider up over the 40-yard line. They're trying to tackle him high, and they finally do, but it's a they effort. About 4 kids slung him down like a calf, but not before his forward progress gets him up near the 40-yard line.
And just 6 more yards for Braylon Raider. I mean, it's just a broken tackle on every single play unless he's to the outside and they can go low.
You've got to hit that kid low, just like you said. You're not going to take him down high. Pick up a 5 that time for the Panthers. Ball at the 40-yard line of West Hall. We're going to throw this time, and we're going to throw over the middle. And we got a man wide open at the 25-yard line. Jensen Goebel. And Jensen's heading for the end zone. Is he going to get there? Yeah.
Touchdown.
Jensen Goebel with the 4th touchdown of the night from about 35 yards. And it's 27-0. We got the ball in one-on-one space that time, Spencer, and it was just a matter of Jensen breaking his guy down, and it wasn't hard to do. And his speed took him into the end zone from there. And it is getting ugly, and a good kind of ugly.
Yeah, and on that play, Goebel runs an out route. The receiver's playing to the outside. A lot of fans may think that's a bad throw from Tanner. He throws it inside to give Goebel the option to juke back inside. He does and runs the rest of the way for the touchdown.
Couple of throws now for Caden Tanner. That makes it 28-0 with a PAT. Back in 60 seconds for the next kickoff on WJRB 95.1.
Constantly challenging ourselves as a college means more learning opportunities, better teaching, more innovative programs, greener facilities, a stronger community, and happier students. Every choice we've made reinforces our mission to help educate, inspire, and empower you. Young Harris College. This is the place where your future unfolds.
Spry Family Dry Cleaners in Blairsville specializes in deep cleaning and efficiency. Not only do they take the basics, but they also work with rugs, comforters, draperies, and other household items. Now featuring a drive-through for contactless pickup and drop-off. Not to mention a wash, dry, and fold service. Drop it off. When you pick it up, it'll be folded, sorted, and bagged. Spry Family Dry Cleaners, cleaning up our community one garment at a time. Located in Blairsville at 46 Hunt Martin Street, across from Cochran Funeral Home.
Away we go again, Panthers. We have a 28-0 lead, and the kickoff is deep and taken by West Hall back at the 3-yard line, and he's going to be stopped right over the 15-yard line. Wilson Walker making the lead knock on the West Hall returner. And once again, we've got them pinned back pretty good as they start off on their 4th possession of the evening. They fumbled on the first 2, they kicked away on the 3rd, and now they're looking to see if they can do anything here. The 1-2 West Hall Spartans. Now, all this is fun, but you know the region schedule is where it counts. That's where you get paid, is in the region schedule. We'll talk about that as the ball game goes along, but you'd rather be 4-1 than 0-5 heading into region play. Now on first down, they're going to throw the ball, and it's caught over the middle 32-yard line, still trying to knock him down. Sam Page from the safety spot, first guy to get there. It takes a couple to knock him down, and they'll get a good chunk of the first down yardage necessary and bring up a 2nd down and 3 or 4. Ball up to the 24. Not knowing anything about the quarterback, I think he moves and throws pretty confidently, Sturm.
Yeah, and especially for a freshman, the stick routes have been working for him, but I mean, that's really all they've been able to pick up. You can see him getting a little bit better as the game goes on. He moves well in the pocket, like you say, but just tough to move the ball against this Panthers defense.
Looks like we got another cramp down at the 30-yard line. I mean, I wouldn't want to say that as a medical professional, but they're working on him as if he's got a little Charlie horse. Got the trainers out there. The motto is mountain made, and we are making a mess out of West Hall tonight. That's Taylor Whitehead again. You got to get Taylor some Gatorade, chugging it during the day.
Gatorade and bananas. Nothing like Gatorades mixed with bananas. And then also Griff Young being worked on along the bench.
We haven't had a lot of cramps so far this year,
No.
you know, and this is not a tremendously hot night. Figuring week 1 is where you're going to get all that. All right, they're going to hand the ball off on 2nd down. They're up to the 27-28. They are close to the first down marker as we hit them pretty good, and their ball carrier getting up slow. On the tackle that time was Elijah Helton, also a little number 28. That's right, Elijah Helton, who is our senior linebacker. Michael Perry is very complimentary, Spencer, of our box. He says the DBs are still working it out, but he likes the line and the linebackers.
Yeah, I do as well. And the DBs are pretty good at tackling, though. So, I mean, if they give up the catch, they've done a good job at making the tackle when it counts. And there's a first down they award to West Hall. Pretty good run on that previous play.
As you say, they did give him the first down, and we're going to kill the guy behind the line this time.
Number 18.
Oh, my goodness. Seth Rutan says hello to the ball carrier. And you don't see a kid go down that fast, that hard. Seth really put the lumber on him. And that'll knock them back to the 27.
And the crazy thing about this Union County Panthers team is that two of, I would say, top 5 players in this team are Braylon Rader and Seth Rutan. And both of those guys before this season had not played high school football, and they're just contributing maybe the most out of any of the players. I mean, Rutan leads the Panthers in tackles as a cornerback.
Clock on the move, 8.5 left in the first half. We lead at 28-0. Now a man in motion for West Hall. We've got pressure. They're going to throw the ball deep, one-on-one coverage, and it is going to be caught, and we're going to wrap him up at the 40-41. An excellent catch that time. Zach Taylor on the defense that time for us, but I believe that was Jalen Fagan, a senior, who really went up and fought a 50-50 ball away from number 88 to Zach Taylor.
Yeah, and a
Credit
really
to
nice
West
throw
Hall.
by Brett Sturm, and they targeted Zach Taylor, who came into play for Taylor Whitehead. That was one of his first couple of snaps of this game, and a really good throw and a nice catch by the senior receiver.
Ball at the 40-yard line of Union County as West Hall executes its best play of the night so far. Now they're going to throw the ball down the line of scrimmage, and it sails over the head of Fagan and will bring up an easy second down for the Panthers. It was a good idea. He had the man in space. If he could have shaken off his first defender, he'd have had a little running room right there with us chasing him. But the ball was intended for Shaquille O'Neal, not for Jalen Fagan. Ball at the 39. Clock stopped at 7:50. Man in motion is Fagan. They're going to give Fagan the ball. He cuts back on the inside. And a good tackle from the linebacker slot by Gage Barnes. Great pursuit by Gage that time because he cut back up and with another shake could have gone another 5 or 10, but we cut off that angle very nicely. I say we, that's Gage Barnes getting a solo tackle for the Panthers that time. Well done, Gage Barnes.
Yeah, Gage Barnes and Elijah Helton just so good in the run game for the Union County Panthers. They don't give up any extra yardage.
3rd and 10, West Hall.
So another big one for West Hall if they intend to stay in this game. Ball marked at the 39-yard line of Union County. Now Sturm back to pass, can throw the ball back the other way, and he catches it, and we're going to wrap him up by the knees and take him straight down. I believe that's Nolan Thompson on the far side. Nolan Thompson is not going to be the kid that knocks you into next week, but he knows how to grab you around the knees and fall down.
Yeah, nice read by Nolan Thompson. He identified the wide receiver screen and got right past the receiver for the Spartans that was supposed to be blocking, but Nolan Thompson gets past him quickly and makes the tackle in space.
So West Hall figures they've still got to punt the ball down 28. High snap, but the punter has it. And he hits a high one, a wobbler that's going to bounce around the 20-yard line of Union, take about a 3 or 4 yard skip, and we'll take over at the 16-yard line on our 5th possession of the night. It's not difficult to remember the number of possessions that we have. You just take the score and divide by 7, and you get 4 possessions. And this is number 5 for us because we've scored every time we've touched it.
Yeah, and the first time starting inside their own 20-yard line. You don't see this very much at all besides in that Lumpkin game. That's the only time I can remember it starting a little bit further back than the 20-yard line. But the Panthers up 28-0, about 6:30 to go here in the first half.
All right, we're going to give the ball to man in motion, and they're going to sniff that out and rope up number 14, Sam Page. Haven't seen Sam Page in the running game attack, so that was something new. You talk about breaking tendencies and doing different things. That was something new.
Yeah, that's usually a play for Griff Young or Jensen Goebel, but that's just a really good play by Zach Wagner, their freshman running back / linebacker. A really good tackle by him coming up and playing the quick end around.
So we'll lose 1 or 2 on that 2nd and 10, and quickly we're out to Jensen on the near side. He catches it, but he's brought down very quickly too, as West Hall starting to play better defensively, and they're going to have us in a long 3rd down situation. Cornerback doing a nice job here on the near side. If he would just turn a second, I could identify him properly. That is Jalen Fagan, who's been their star really so far in the first half. So we've got a 3rd and 13. We've got to get up to the 28-yard line. Ball back at the 15 now. A deliberate count now. Caden taking his time. Now he's got the snap. Braylon's a blocker. Kalen back, going to throw the ball over the middle, and it's going to be dropped on the run. Threw a nice ball to Tyler Grasty coming back on a drag route back this way, and Tyler just didn't look it in. He probably had the first down right there, Spencer, but just couldn't haul it in. And he'll get the next one. So that'll bring up 4th down, and the Panthers are now in a punt situation.
Yeah, nice throw there by Caden Tanner with pressure in his face, about thigh high, just like you said, couldn't look it in, just basically bounced off of his pads, and an incomplete pass is going to bring up a punt for Wilson Walker, who averages 45 yards a punt this season.
Yeah, their guys are not respecting us as they should. Actually, Fagan is back at the 45, but Walker has been known to hit the thing into Towns County on a good one. And that one is a little short. Well, it's not a bad kick. It's going to be angled out of bounds. And they're going to mark it here on the near side at the 46-yard line. And East Hall will take over in our territory for the first time tonight. We lead at 28-0, friends, and we're glad that you're with us on WJRB, WJRBradio.com, the WJRB app, or the good old 95.1 frequency.
Yeah, Jalen Fagan has really been the key player so far in this game for the Spartans. They're probably going to try and feed him as much as possible here at the end of this first half. He's made some good tackles on the defensive side. He's made some pretty nice offensive plays.
Little less than 5 minutes left in the first half. See if we can stop them again. And now they're going to do a double reverse, and there's a flag on the play. It's probably coming back as Nolan Thompson is chasing the ball carrier over the 30-yard line. He picks up a lot of yardage near the 25, but that yellow flag back on their side of the 50 is very telling. I don't know if a couple of guys jump, we're going to have an illegal formation or what happened, but I have a feeling that the execution was lacking at the beginning of the play for West Hall. Then again, we could have had 13 guys out there. We'll find out.
Left on the clock.
The white jerseyed West Hall kids are coming back from whence they came. And it was an illegal formation.
Illegal formation against West Hall.
And that'll wipe up a 25-yard pickup. They've got some athletes out there. I mean, they've got some kids that can run. Just got to get it in their hands.
Yeah, and the Panthers defense has just done a great job tackling, and that's the first time we've seen a player break free, and that was a nice play, just not legal, so.
A nice play, but not legal. That's one for the demo reel, Spencer. First down and 15 now. Back to pass is Sturm. Now he steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be taken down right around the 50-yard line. Number 88, Zach Taylor, the defensive back, gets part of that sack, or not sack, or loss. I think Lane Lance might have been a part of that too, big 66. Now they're moving a little bit quicker, West Hall. Ball at the 49-yard line, 2nd and 15. Now we got some jumping. We may have jumped that time. Or did they? Nope, it's going to be, well, you got to point one way, Mr. Official. There he goes. Going to point it back their direction, and that'll be 5 more against them.
Yeah, Solomon Carter just jumped a little bit early in motion there, going to the tight end position. But a lot of penalties called on West Hall in this game, and they haven't been the best technically. 2nd and very long.
What a beautiful night. I'm going to suspect we're in the high 60s, low 70s for a temperature right now. A little breeze coming up here into the press box. It sure does feel good. Now back to pass, and in trouble is Sturm, and he's going to sling it out of bounds. Nothing he could do there. Going to bring up 3rd and long. Good coverage by the Panthers that time. Nowhere to go for Sturm. We had him boxed in, and there was nobody he could throw to, and that's a winning philosophy on defense.
Yeah, Sturm did a nice job getting out of the pocket, but none of the receivers recognized that he was under pressure. No one came back to the ball. They were still running their routes about 30 yards down the field, and just no chance there for Sturm.
First down marker up at the 46-yard line of Union County. They've got the ball at the 44. So we're talking about a 3rd and 10. 4 minutes left in the first half. We lead at 28-0. On our way to the 4th victory out of 5. Now they're going to give the ball on the inside, give this side up to the 50-yard line. Fagan cuts back, makes another tremendous move, and up to the 30-yard line. Look at little Tyler Fagan go. Wow. He made that all by himself. Lane Lance had to come from his defensive line position to finally wrap up that kid, who really put a nifty move on one of our tacklers up at about the 40-yard line and was able to get the first down and then some. He's an exciting player.
Yeah, he looks like Tavon Austin out in college. I mean, he's really been their only big playmaker in this game. He's made some good tackles on the defensive side of the ball. You saw him take down Braylon Rader on one of those plays as well. So he's had himself a really good game for the Spartans.
Now they're going to give the ball to their up back, and he's going to be hit quickly at the line of scrimmage. Not much happening there.
Beautiful penetration by
I see 28 Elijah Helton emerging from the pack there.
It appears Elijah Helton takes care of business.
Yeah, he came in flying right there, a gain of about maybe an inch. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Just Elijah Helton and Gage Barnes, along with the rest of that front 7, has just been so good for Union County this season.
They've been fun to watch. We're at 3 minutes left in the first half. Man in motion for West Hall. Quarterback back to pack. Going to throw the ball this way. Caught by Fagan. Makes a man miss. Now he's to the 25-yard line as we make a very crucial tackle. Gage Barnes kept that guy Fagan from picking up another 5 or 10. Grabbed him by the ankles, and that's the way to do it. You can't run when we got your ankles.
Yeah, Seth Rutan identified the play, just overcommitted just a little bit. Fagan cut back inside, but the linebacker Gage Barnes making up for it and only giving up about 6 yards, so 3rd and about 4 for the Spartans.
So big play for the visiting West Hall football team. As you say, it's 3rd and 4, and they've got to convert here. Now back to pass, a lot of pressure. Quarterback trying to get there. He's not going to get there as we're going to take him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just nothing happening that time for Brett Sturm as the middle of the Panther defense makes short work of him, and that will bring up 4th down. He has not been able to make that happen. That keeper, if you want to call it, scramble up the middle. We've been plugging that right up.
Yeah, the Panthers defense just closes space so quickly, especially with big number 99 out there alongside Lane Lance and Gage Barnes and Elijah Helton coming up to also hit you. It's difficult to get short yards. They're going to go for a field goal.
Going to go for a full field goal, down 28-0. This is, I guess, more symbolic than anything else.
Timeout.
And it's going to be Union County that calls a timeout. I believe that's their second.
Ice in the kicker.
I believe it's Helen's mayonnaise.
Yeah, don't know about that. What are your thoughts on a guy coming out to kick a field goal down 28-0? Is it just all about getting the kids some reps, or?
Well, I think the Spartans head coach may have seen that Super Bowl in which the Falcons were down 28-3. It gives you a really good chance at a comeback.
That's the magic score, right?
Yeah.
If you can get it to 28-3, then anything
You've got
is possible.
You've got a chance.
River City Bank.
Only a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan could troll the Falcons like that here in North Georgia.
Check them out. You've got a chance.
We can laugh because it's been all us so far in the first 23 minutes of play. 4 touchdowns from the Panthers have us up 28-0. Always good to win on homecoming. You heard Michael Perry say that he was offended that we were Armucci's homecoming foe last week, and the players were too. All right, this is going to be a 44-yard effort, and the kick is going to be blocked. Then the ball's on the ground.
We got a block kick.
And we're going to fall on it, try to pick it up, but we've got the ball at the 38. David Heredia comes up with it. I don't know if it was David that made the block, but he was certainly one of them. And the Panthers have it after a blocked field goal attempt at their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, 2 free runners for Union County, and I believe it was Sam Page that got his hand on the football. A 44-yard field goal attempt in high school isn't a very easy kick to make, and you got to hit it low. And the Panthers recognized that, and he the offensive line, if you want to call it that, for the Spartans, just completely let 2 free runners come straight up the middle.
So here we go with 1:27, trying to make it 35-0. Man in motion now is Griff Young. Snap. Caden's got time, going to throw the ball deep. He's got a man, it's Jensen, and Jensen drops it at the 27-yard line. Drop is not exactly the right word. He had a kid with fingers on it, but that ball was laid right in his breadbasket. And give Fagan, the young player for West Hall, credit. He was right there with Jensen and certainly disturbed the play, and it's allowed 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and that's the second time Fagan's made a great play on a perfect deep pass by Caden Tanner. I mean, he was there. He may have got his hand on the ball, may have got his hand on the receiver, but it was enough to force an incompletion.
Caden is really laying the ball in there tonight. He hasn't made a bad throw yet, and now we're going to give the ball up the middle and up over the 40, pushing to the 42-43. That's Braylon again. Or is that Connor? I believe we got Connor Schuck out there as he spells Braden, and it's going to be the back here on this possession, it would appear, as we're into the final 60 seconds of the quarter. Now on 3rd down, it's Tanner with time, and Tanner's going to be sacked back at the 34-yard line. He just waited too long.
Yep.
2 guys came and grabbed his ankles, and down he went.
Yeah, Tanner got caught looking downfield to the left side. If he would have looked to the right, he would have found Griffin Young for almost a first down. He would have caught it about a yard short of the marker, but with his moves, I'm sure he could have got the first. But his eyes were down the field and missed a target to the right side, took the sack.
So the Panthers now in no real hurry on 4th down as we get about 25 seconds left in the quarter. We will have to snap it, I would think. How come they don't have play clocks in high school football?
I mean,
they've got like 50-foot cranes, and they've got John Moon with all kinds of stuff out here. They've got to have a play clock. It's all about the media, right? It's about making our job easier. Down to 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Maybe they don't have to snap it, and I guess they don't. And that is it for the first half of play. The Panthers lead at 28-0, and you can hear the applause here in Blairsville.
Let's take one field off the team and put another field on the team.
2 touchdowns from running back Braylon Rader, a catch in the end zone for Tyler Grasty, and another catch and a touchdown for Jensen Goebel, who caught the last touchdown and took it in for 40 yards after a 20-yard throw and a 20-yard catch, or yardage after the catch, I should say. Thoughts before we hit the halftime break, Mr. Spencer Mathis?
Union County heavily favored in this game, but you love to see them actually cover. If there was a spread in this game, they would be covering it because, I mean, they were favored by probably 3 or 4 touchdowns coming into this game, but Union County teams of past may not have put up 28 points in the first half like the Panthers did in this game, and a really good first half for Union County.
Well said, well spoken, Spencer Mathis. We're back after a quick second, and we've got some halftime entertainment for you here on the Talk of the Mountains and the voice of the Panthers. News Talk 95.1 WJRB Young Harris.
For over 30 years, Carter Insurance and Investments has provided the Union County area with quality and competitive products for life, health, and disability insurance, as well as Medicare supplements. As an investment advisor representative, Carter Insurance and Investments can help you build an investment plan that's best for your financial situation. To learn more, stop by and meet our friendly staff. We're located on Young Harris Street across from the post office in Blairsville.
Check out Sunrise Grocery in Blairsville. Not only the oldest business in Union County, Sunrise Grocery was also named the most charming general store in the South by Southern Living magazine. Swing by and snag some world-famous peanuts, local produce, and goods, not to mention Jason's highly sought-after photography and Jessica's homemade soaps and candles. That's Sunrise Grocery in Blairsville at 7568 Gainesville Highway, 706-745-5877.
The answer that you seek is right here on the Talk of the Mountains, WJRB 95.1. Jeff Batten and Spencer Mathis as we cruise into halftime with a 28-point advantage. It is homecoming 2022, and the beautiful young women and their fathers or escorts were the big highlight before the game. And I actually knew some of these kids out here. Lola Hunter. Lola Hunter is Tim and Mandy's second daughter.
Yep.
And Lola, this is not a joke, when she was 5 or 6 years old at the beginning of our time, would sit at home and listen to her dad, who was the color guy. Now, remember, she's 6 or 7 years old, and tell him how bad he was doing. He used to get texts as he was on the broadcast, and she was like, you need to come harder. I need more hot takes from you. I need more gain. I need more trim on the board. I mean, she was the engineering goddess of the broadcast back in 2012 and 2013 when we were starting at the broadcast. She, of course, is a lovely woman, and she's a freshman. She was on the homecoming court and looking great with her dad, Tim. And, of course, Mandy, who is the athletic director here, is very proud, too. But we should not give short shrift to the winner, who is Bailey Adams. She is a senior in the 2022 football homecoming court. Garland, we're going to go back to the halftime Michael Perry interview in just a second. But right now we're looking at the West Hall group and the band who are doing their thing. They got a good looking band out here as they get ready for their halftime show, and ours will come up in just a second. Spencer, what, if anything, do we need to work on at halftime?
I think that they should just continue to run the ball as much as possible, but maybe Caden Tanner continue to throw the deep ball if he gets an opportunity, if they can bring the safeties down for West Hall. But really, I've seen a really good game out of Union County, and 2 touchdowns may have been spoiled by number 4, Jalen Fagan, their cornerback, and he's also made some good offensive plays. So Fagan has done a great job against Union County, but so have the Panthers. The Panthers have played a nearly perfect game. They were 4 for 4 on their first 4 drives, have stalled out a little bit from there, but really no need.
I'll turn the field mic down a little bit here so we don't get blown away by the West Hall band, as impressive as they are. We're going to go to the Michael Perry interview, but first, let me give you some scores from other ball games. Andrews leads North Georgia 42-0. It's Fannin 35, Murphy 7, and that's one of those scores that 5 years ago could have never, ever happened. The fact that Fannin is up 4 touchdowns on the class of Western North Carolina tells me that pickings are slim over at Murphy High School right now, as Fannin once again has a 4-touchdown advantage thanks to Chris Mathis for keeping us up to date. Garland Johnson sending us some text too. And unfortunately, Coosa has a comfortable lead on Towns County. I'm assuming that game is probably in halftime to this point. It's 17-0 Coosa over the Indians, and hopefully Jason Rockmore's team can come back and make that a ball game in the second half. We're at 15 minutes left in halftime, and let's now catch up with Michael Perry as he lets us know what's going on with the Panther program here at the midpoint of the season. 42-10, that was the final score over Armucci the other night, as now the Panthers have won as many games as they won in 2021, and we're not even to the midpoint of the regular season. Joined by Michael Perry now, and let's talk a little bit about that Armucci victory. It's always good, no matter how tough the opponent is, Michael, to get on the bus for 2 or 3 hours and prove that you can come into somebody's house after a long ride and win the ball game.
Right, exactly. I also think, Jeff, it's a great preparation for us. You know, because in the playoffs, there's times where you're going to have to make long road trips. So we got it under our belt. I'm really proud of how our kids were locked in. We took care of business.
Would you say that you are well ahead of where you were in week 3 last year?
Yes, sir. I would say night and day, specifically in the running game. Our offensive line, running backs are immensely improved from a season ago. I think it shows this year, and I would say that's the biggest improvement offensively by far from last year.
You know, Braylon Rader struggled his first 2 games, but then he's really come on as your featured back in week 3 and week 4. What has he gotten better at in your mind?
Just he's so comfortable now. It takes a while to get used to an actual game. Practice is so much different from a game. So he's doing such a better job of hitting the correct hole and reading his blocks correctly. Also, our offensive line has played really well these past 2 weeks too. So a combination of those 2 things, I think that's why he's starting to come on for us really strong.
Talking with Michael Perry as we get ready for tonight's homecoming game against West Hall. I was joking with you before the phone call. I said you've done a great job as a salesman this year, getting a lot of new kids into the program, Braylon Rader being one of them, Seth Rutan, Nolan Thompson being the other ones. Now, you got kids like Helton where they got like 13 Heltons, so you know that you're going to get them. But these other kids, I guess it's part of being a head coach, isn't it, to go in and identify kids who you think can help you?
Right. Nowadays, for football, it seems like less and less kids want to play, honestly, and this is everywhere. So you better make sure that you and your staff are doing everything you can to find every able-bodied male in the student population to at least make contact with them and give them a shot and say, hey, man, look what you can do. You can have a lot of fun out here. There's nothing like scoring a touchdown or making that pancake block, and there's nothing like Friday nights. We've had a lot of success this year with first-year players, as you know. Sure, I'm glad to have those guys.
And we got to make sure they have little brothers too, right?
Right, exactly.
Let's talk about homecoming. Back in my day and in your day, it was a big deal to win the homecoming game, and I'm sure it still is. Do you feel like that the players are amped up even more, knowing that it's homecoming and they've got the pageantries and the festivities, and there'll be a bigger crowd maybe than usual? I
still think it's a huge deal because I'll tell you a story. So last week we were at our Moochie's homecoming game, and when our kids found that out, they were so ticked off. I mean, they were just mad. They're like, they crowned us homecoming queen, da-da-da-da-da. And so it still matters quite a bit.
Let's talk about West Hall. They're 1-2. You know them very well, or at least know of their history very well, having spent time in that part of the coaching community. What are we expecting tonight from them in their first visit to Blairsville in something like 30 years, I read?
They just had a bye week this past week, and that's always kind of scary coming off a bye week because – they probably put in some new things offensively and defensively that they haven't quite shown yet. They're coming along on offense. They're trying to find their identity. They're a really young team all the way around. We're not quite sure what we're going to see. Coming off this bye week, we got to be ready and prepared for everything.
This is a big game, I would think, for the psychology of coaching this team because you've got a couple of weeks off before you get back at it. You would really hate to go in with an upset loss for this 2-week off period. I would think it'd be very important mentally for the team to know that they are 4-1 and heading into the region schedule.
We got to take care of business Friday night, and it starts with us. Offensively, we can't be our own worst enemy. Throwing the ball to West Hall or putting the ball on the ground. Defensively, we have to be disciplined. Can't have unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. We were way too sloppy last week in the penalty game, so we got to clean that up. If we do that and we play our brand of football, I think we'll go in just fine to this bye week. But like I said, it's up to us, not being our own worst enemy.
Well, congratulations on another victory last week. It's getting pretty common to congratulate you on victories, and we hope that you'll get another one tonight.
Yes, sir. Thanks so much, Jeff.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by North Georgia Golf Carts, providing a full range of sales, accessories, service, and parts.
When you combine quality products, excellent customer service, and the best prices in the area, the result is Hemp Hill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing. In business since 1963, Hemp Hill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing has served the surrounding area with a variety of home improvement supplies. Everything from vinyl siding in many colors, trim pieces, shutters, soffits, vents, and accessories. Hemp Hill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing, located west of Blairsville on Highway 515.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Hemp Hill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing in Blairsville, proud sponsors of the Union County Panthers. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Leon's Floors, located in Blairsville, offering sales and installation of carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and tile flooring.
I'd like to remind everybody, somewhere out there is a 7th grader that has a birthday. Everybody tell Haley happy birthday. Happy birthday, Haley. Great job.
Union County football is brought to you by the North Georgia News, providing news and sports coverage to Union County for over 100 years. Go Panthers!
Locally owned since 1980, Leon's Flooring is your full-service flooring store with the largest showroom in the area, guaranteed to save you money with over 50 years of total sales experience. The folks at Leon's Flooring are experts in ceramic tile, carpet, hardwoods, and vinyl, located at 568 Murphy Highway in Blairsville, next to the Mexican restaurant and across from Mike's Seafood. Leon's Flooring, call them today at 706-745-9433. Oh, and by the way, say hello to Diesel while you're there.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by the Family Medical Practice of Thomas Korisny, MD, in Blairsville, serving Union County and the mountain area. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Nelson Tractor Company of Blairsville. Nelson Tractor Company has been providing value to our customers for over 60 years.
Drum majors, Lacey Collins and Deja Pandolf. Is your band ready? No, it is not. We will do it one more time. Just a test. I was not paying attention to the pit crew. How could I do that? I love the pit crew.
And mercy more than life. America, the land of the free and the home of the brave. A land of opportunity, a land of dreams. Made possible by the brave men and women who risk their lives each day. Many who give their lives to provide liberty and justice for all. When their country needs them, brave men and women like John enlist to serve and protect their country. John had to say goodbye to his wife to serve in Operation Enduring Freedom. The war was tough, gruesome. No amount of training could prepare him for the atrocities he would face. Nevertheless, he endured, tirelessly protecting Americans at home and abroad. John's commander and friend had to tell his wife the worst news a military wife could ever hear. Your husband is missing in action. John's tragic disappearance left a hole in his wife and family's hearts and lives. His wife, Sarah, tried to hold it together, but felt her life was falling apart. She had found out she was pregnant and would have to raise the child without the love of her life. She resolved to stay strong for her family. John's parting wishes. She was a strong woman, a patriot.
Now let's welcome our 8th grade band to join the high school band in playing Go Mighty Panthers. Please help cheer along when they spell out Panthers. Fans, help them out. Help them out. It looks like a future of Union County band is going to be a strong and bright one. Great job, guys.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Bitter Creek Market and Deli, providing the best quality of meats in the area. Located between Young Harris and Blairsville.
Constantly challenging ourselves as a college means more learning opportunities, better teaching, more innovative programs, greener facilities, a stronger community, and happier students. Every choice we've made reinforces our mission to help educate, inspire, and empower you. Young Harris College. This is the place where your future unfolds.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Union County Farm Bureau, proud sponsor of Union County football and the Georgia High School Association. Union County Panther football broadcast brought to you by Carter Insurance and Investments in Blairsville, serving the area for over 30 years. Best of luck to the Panthers.
We'd also like to thank our sign and scoreboard big donors: Edward Jones, opposite Jim Brown, Colwell Construction, Nelson Tractor, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Jerry Henderson State Farm, Jackie Jones Ford, Leon's Floors, Kinetic by Windstream, Sicily's, Harmony Grove Baptist Church, Bellevue Home Furniture.
2 minutes and 50
Chick-fil-A,
seconds off of third quarter kickoff. They're up 28-0 over the West Hall Spartans. A really good first half of play for Union County. They ran behind Braylon Rader. They used him a lot in the first half. He had two of the first 3 touchdowns. Zach Taylor also getting one, or Tyler Grasty, excuse me, alongside Jensen Goebel. So Caden Tanner once more playing a really good game.
Yeah, and didn't mean to jump in on you there. We're going to take another commercial break real fast. Going to take a minute break and be back with the beginning or close to the beginning of the third quarter here on WJRB 95.1.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
Now you can find more insurance in Blairsville on Highway 515 across the street from the Home Depot. Call 706-745-2139 for a fast and accurate quote. So your son or daughter is looking to play sports at the next level, but driving to Atlanta every day for instruction is out of the question. Finally, individual and group training has come to Blairsville. Introducing the HIT Academy inside the gym in Blairsville. You've got to see this place. Sports-specific training for the middle or high schooler or advanced lifting for all ages. It's the HIT Academy inside the gym in Blairsville on the Blue Ridge Highway. Afternoon classes are forming now. Facebook The Gym Blairsville to get started.
They're down 28-0 currently as we start the third quarter of play. Just a really good game from Braylon Rader. 2 touchdowns. Union County's offense once more having a great game, a clean game. Looking to move on to 4-1. All they've got to do is close out these last 24 minutes of play. The Spartans will receive the ball to start off the second half. And they've picked up their play on offense just a little bit here recently with their quarterback, their starting quarterback, a freshman wearing number 14, Brett Sturm. He's done a good job evading pressure, but it's been tough for him looking for receivers down the field against this Panthers defense. So on to kickoff for Union County, Zuriel Mancias. And back deep to return, they're going to have 3 guys, and one of them is going to be number 3, Solomon Carter. I'm sure Jalen Fagan's back there to join him as well. Mancias' kick is going to be fielded at the 12-yard line. It's going to be returnable. Down to the 20, the 25. Looking to gain the outside edge. He does not. Zach Taylor makes the tackle, and he's came into play a good amount in this game for Taylor Whitehead. White had a couple of injury problems. We'll see if we see him out here in the second half. See Nolan Thompson, Sam Page, and Jensen Goebel. So no Taylor Whitehead here to start the second half for the Panthers defense. West Hall, once again, they are a slow tempo team. They're down 28-0. They're going to have to pick up their pace of play here in the second half if they want to have a chance. Their final offensive drive ended in a block field goal by Sam Page. A sidecar to his right, takes the snap, handoff, and he's going to be stopped, maybe a gain of a yard. And Gage Barnes makes the tackle. A handoff there to number 36 for the Spartans. That was Tyson Slipper, the first time he's gotten a handoff. Panthers defensive line and linebackers just converging on every single run play this season. And Gage Barnes alongside Elijah Helton have done a great job there. Number 2 and 3 on the team in tackles coming into this game was Seth Rutan, the cornerback, playing a slot nickel role, leading the squad in tackles. Second down, they're going to line up Fagan alongside their quarterback Sturm. Quick handoff to the right side. Nice juke inside, but he is stuffed in the backfield. He's going to lose a good amount of yards. He's still on his feet. He jukes up. He's still going. But he loses 3 yards on a play that could have lost 10. That's just the athleticism that Fagan shows. But the Panthers defense is just such a good job in pursuit of this team. So third down and about 14 for the Spartans on their first drive of the second half. About a minute 20 off the clock here in the third quarter. Still not fast moving up to the line. Fagan, the running back. They're going to take him from left to right with number 6, Zach Wagner in motion. He'll settle into a tight end roll. Fake handoff to him, a play action pass. Sturm looking to get something. He's maybe gaining a yard, but he's tackled there quickly by David Heredia. And that's going to bring up a big fourth down for the Panthers defense. Another stop they have moved backwards all night, the Spartans offense. Union County doing a great job. 4th down and about 12. And they're going to punt the ball away with Jensen Goebel back to return. He's let it bounce a lot this year in the punt return game for Union County, but really no need to risk a fumble if they're going to start near the 50-yard line either way. On to boot Henry Ruiz, their kicker/punter, from his own 10-yard line. It's going to be fielded by Jensen Goebel.
Catches it.
A juke move, goes outside to the left, and he's all the way down to the Spartans 44, gain of about 8 on the punt return. He usually doesn't return it, but that one went directly to him. And the Panthers offense will take over at the Spartans 44-yard line. The Spartans have a player down on the field. Clock will be stopped. And with the injury, we're going to take a quick injury timeout. Panthers lead 28-0 with 9:32 left here in the 3rd quarter of play.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owner's insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
Now you can find more insurance in Blairsville on Highway 515 across the street from the Home Depot. Call 706-745-2139 for a fast and accurate quote. So your son or daughter is looking to play sports at the next level, but driving to Atlanta every day for instruction is out of the question. Finally, individual and group training has come to Blairsville. Introducing the HIT Academy inside the gym in Blairsville. You've got to see this place. Sports-specific training for the middle or high schooler or advanced lifting for all ages. It's the HIT Academy inside the gym in Blairsville on the Blue Ridge Highway. Afternoon classes are forming now. Facebook The Gym Blairsville to get started.
Number 34.
Spencer Mathis back here on 95.1 WJRB, the voice of the Union County Panthers. The Panthers starting at the Spartans 44-yard line. A quick handoff to Braylon Rader. He gains about 3 yards, bringing up 2nd and 7 for Union County. The Spartans 2 weeks ago against the East Jackson Eagles gave up 363 rushing yards, and the Panthers offense is rolling along in this game, running the ball with Braylon Rader. Tanner takes a snap, a design screen to Rader going from the right to left. He breaks a tackle down to the Spartans' 38-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the play, so 2 3-yard gains on the first 2 plays of this drive. 3rd and about 4 for Union County.
3rd and about 4 for Union County.
Far receiver to the left side, the near side, is going to be Zach Taylor. He'll be joined alongside by Jensen Goebel. One running back is Braylon Rader. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Tanner takes a snap, looking, rolling out to his left, looking for a receiver downfield, and it's caught by Zach Taylor on a bobble. He's going to be about a yard short of the first down. This is going to bring up 4th and 1. Union County has not been shy to go for it so far this season, and kind of out of field goal range. They haven't attempted a long field goal all season long. So 4th down and 1 for Union County at the Spartans 35-yard line. A quick timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Panthers defense on the first drive of the game made a stop, or the first drive of the second half, they've made a stop every single drive as well. But Fagan, the injured player for the Spartans, he comes back over to the Spartans' far side bench. And he's going to stay in the game as the Union County Panthers offense is going to be sent out here on 4th and 1. Panthers probably going to run the ball here. 4th and 1. 2 receivers, 2 outside. One to the left is Zach Taylor. The far receiver is going to be Griff Young, who I got a chance to sit down with earlier today. He had a 51-yard touchdown versus our Murchie last week. Quick to the line. Taylor lined up in the tight end position for Union County. Tanner takes a snap, a quick handoff to Rader. He takes it to the left side. He's got the first down. He's breaking tackles, runs over a guy, and he's down to the Spartans' 25-yard line. Number 5 for the Spartans was one of the guys not shy of trying to make the tackle. Ryan McMillan drags him down, but a first down either way for Union County.
Excellent drive by the line. Excellent.
First down, another handoff to Braylon Rader right up the gut, and he goes from the 25 to the 20, a gain of 5, just quickly picking up 5 yards on nearly every carry. Braylon Rader averaging 6 yards a carry this season. And you wouldn't expect that after what we saw in week 2 versus the Lumpkin County Indians. I mean, Union County's run game was not looking great, but since then the offensive line has picked up, and so has Braylon Rader and Connor Shucknick. Tanner tries to draw the defense offside. 2nd and 5. Sidecar to his right. 2 receivers split out to the right as well with a tight end Grasty. Quick screen over there to Griff Young at the 20-yard line. He's going to try and make a couple of moves. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 8. He's still in bounds. Breaking another tackle down to the 5-yard line. That's Griff Young, and he does a lot with the ball in his hands. He looks a lot like Debo Samuel, the San Francisco 49ers receiver. And the Panthers will have 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. About 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. Inside the 5, I'm sure we're going to see a healthy dose here of Braylon Rader. He's already got 2 touchdowns on the day. He'll be lined up to the left of Tanner. Tanner takes a snap, quick handoff to Rader, trucking a guy into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Union County Panthers. Once more, Braylon Rader puts his head down, and he finds the pay dirt. Union County goes up 34-0. West Hall really has no answers for Braylon Rader's way of play. I mean, he is running over a player every single time he touches the ball, and barring the extra point, Union County up 34-0. Ethan McBride has done a great job handling it this season. Also a receiver for the Panthers. So the 3rd touchdown run of the night for Braylon Rader. His 7th of the season. Extra point by McBride is up, and it is far to the left, no good. Union County still leads 34-0 with 53 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play over the West Hall Spartans.
No good.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Nelson Tractor Company of Blairsville. Nelson Tractor Company has been providing value to our customers for over 60 years. For over 30 years, Carter Insurance and Investments has provided the Union County area with quality and competitive products for life, health, and disability insurance, as well as Medicare supplements. As an investment advisor representative, Carter Insurance and Investments can help you build an investment plan that's best for your financial situation. To learn more, stop by and meet our friendly staff. We're located on Young Harris Street across from the post office in Blairsville. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Bitter Creek Market and Deli, providing the best quality of meats in the area. Located between Young Harris and Blairsville. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Union County Farm Bureau, proud sponsor of Union County football and the Georgia High School Association.
Spencer Mathis back here on 95.1 WJRB as Zuriel Mancias gets the kickoff. It's going to be mishandled at the 6-yard line. The Spartans return man picks it up and takes it down to the 12-yard line. That's going to be number 23, Jacob Ledford, defensive back / wide receiver for the Spartans. They'll start 1st and 10 from their own 13-yard line. Now trailing 34-0 after Braylon Rader's 3rd touchdown run of the day. Extra point is missed, but the Panthers have as many points as Braylon Rader does his number on the back of his jersey, number 34, and the Panthers lead 34-0, running by the A-train. 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line for the Spartans. Same personnel, 3 receivers to the left. The receiver to running back to the right is going to be Fagan. And a throw outside is going to be batted down pretty quickly by Gage Barnes. Looking for the outside. Tried to change his arm angle was Brett Sturm, but Barnes got his hand on the ball. Incompletion brings up 2nd and 10 with 6:40 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Excellent work tonight by our chain crew. Those guys are getting about 3-4 yards.
And once again, just slow moving to the line are the Spartans. They are not a fast tempo team like the Union County Panthers. This time Fagan split out wide with Solomon Carter. He'll come in motion, a handoff to Fagan, but David Heredia is in the backfield immediately. He makes the tackle. Let's see if they call him down. The ball was out. Fagan was absolutely body slammed down by David Heredia, completely read the play. Fagan came in motion and Heredia was in the backfield immediately. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 16 for the Spartans.
About 16 for West Hall.
Spartans keep the ball. Fagan somehow held on to it after he's getting body slammed by David Heredia. 3rd and 16. I'm sure the Panthers are going to bring a little bit of pressure here. They've got Elijah Haynes, Lane Lance, and David Heredia coming after the quarterback on every single play. Strom with a sidecar to his right, man in motion. It's a design screen pass. It's completed. And he's down to the 20-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 11 on 3rd and 16. So this is going to bring up 4th down and 5. They've punted it on 4th and 3 near midfield before, so we may see the punt team come out for the Spartans.
About 3 for West Hall. We do have a flag. Do we have a flag on the play? Yeah.
Special teams was sent out. They're sent right back to the bench. There's a flag on the play. They're going to wave it off. And here come the special teams back onto the field, led by their punter, Henry Ruiz. Jensen Goebel back to return again. He's got a touchdown for Union County in this game, about a 40-yard receiving yard touchdown to the left side in which he made a nice cut inside and ran to the end zone. So the Panthers up 34-0, getting the ball back. Time winding down, 5:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. The punt's off. It's going to bounce from the 49-yard line down to the Panthers 40. It's going to continue to roll. Really good boot there by Ruiz, and the Panthers offense will start from the 38-yard line. So we're going to keep it right here. Panthers offense taking over from the 38-yard line with 5:19 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Union County looking to improve to 4-1 on the season before region play. They've got 2 weeks off, and then the next game is exactly 3 weeks from tonight in Banks County. Banks County, a pretty improved program from what we've seen. Same thing with Andrews. The Andrews Wildcats from North Carolina have really improved this season. A lot of teams are improving, especially with Fannin County defeating the Murphy. They're defeating Murphy right now 35-14, something you wouldn't have seen 2 or 3 years ago. First play of this drive, a quick handoff and just dicing forward for 8 yards. That time it was Connor Shucknick in the backfield. Tyler Grassi lined up offset here on the right side as a tight end. Another handoff to Shucknick. He's going to pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4, still pushing forward past midfield. And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10 now from the Spartans' 49-yard line. And it looks like we're going to see a healthy dose of Connor Shucknick now. Braylon Rader's done enough. 3 touchdowns, and he's gotten Union County up 34-0 behind another strong performance from Caden Tanner. 3 receivers to the left side. Another handoff to Connor Shucknick. He's going to cut outside, and he's going to pick up 12 yards and run over a defender as well. 1st down for Union County down to the Spartans' 37-yard line. And the Panthers' offensive line is getting a great push. West Hall, not a great team at stopping the run anyways, but the Panthers' O-line looking good once more. 3 straight weeks where the Panthers running back has gone for over 100 yards. Another handoff to Connor Shucknick.
Right up the gut.
And he's going to gain 6 yards quickly as well. I mean, another inside handoff, and these running backs for Union County are just picking up 6 yards a play. Easy picking for the Panthers with about 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. 3 receivers to the right side, Griff Young, Tyler Grasty, and Jensen Goebel. Shucknick stays in with McBride to the left. A handoff to Shucknick. He's going to pick up another Panthers 1st down, and he runs directly over a linebacker for the Spartans. This time it's number 1 for the West Hall Spartans, Nick Davidson, a junior linebacker, getting ran over by Connor Shucknick. 1st and 10, Union County at the Spartans' 22-yard line, moving the ball well, but there's a flag on the field, and Union County's moving backwards. See what the official's call is. Griff Young joins alongside him. 3 refs huddled up near the 25-yard line.
This will be on us.
And it's going to be a penalty against Union County. That's going to push them back just a little bit.
All that beautiful work back.
So a 15-yard penalty on the Panthers. We'll see what the down's going to be here. They're now at the Spartans' 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Spartans' 36-yard line. Man in motion's Jensen Goebel. They're going to pitch it to him. Braylon Rader, the lead block, a nice block, and Jensen Goebel still on his feet down to the 25-yard line. And a 1st down for the Union County Panthers. This time they're using Braylon Rader as a lead blocker, and Jensen.
Union County Panther football broadcast brought to you by Carter Insurance and Investments in Blairsville, serving the area.
When you combine quality products, excellent customer service, and the best prices in the area, the result is Hemp Hill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing. In business since 1963, Hemp Hill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing has served the surrounding
Union County Football is brought to you by Joyce S. Kemp, DMD. Providing family and cosmetic dentistry to the Blairsville area. Best of luck, Purple Swarm. Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by North Georgia Golf Carts. Providing a full range of sales, accessories, service, and parts.
10. 2:35 to go here in the third quarter of play.
Mayo is also out there.
Panthers have two starting caliber running backs in Connor Shucknick and Braylon Rader, and they can both play interchangeably at any time. Looks like a Union County wide receiver went early. It's going to be a false start.
We do have a flag on play.
Griff Young jumped the gun just a little bit there at the 10-yard line. That's going to bring up first and goal from the 15 now. Something you don't see often. The Panthers offense is going to huddle up near the 20-yard line. Two outside receivers aren't coming in. Line quickens to the line. Another handoff to Braylon Rader. He cuts inside. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 8-yard line. A pickup of 7 yards once more for a Union County running back. Nice job by the Spartans defense converging after the offensive line pushes that D line back.
149 and counting down on the clock.
Tyler Grassi once more lined up at the tight end position, looking to block here. They may pull a play action pass in which they throw. A quick in around to Jensen Goebel, a trick play, and that's going to be a touchdown for Union County. Jensen Goebel puts his head down and finds the end zone, and Union County goes up 40-0. A fake handoff to Braylon Rader, Jensen Goebel in motion, and he takes the handoff, a little pitch backwards, and a 12-yard touchdown for Union County. Make that a 10-yard touchdown for Union County. They're up 40-0. Jensen Goebel's second touchdown of the night. He's had a great season for Union County.
22, McBride.
Ethan McBride on for the extra point. The last one just a bit wide left, but he's been nearly perfect this season. He's done a great job for Union County. The extra point is up, and it is good. Union County up 41-0 with 1:23 to play here in the third quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds on 95.1 WJRB.
For years, Bitter Creek Market has been the best little market in the mountains. Now they're even bigger and better with additional room for specialty foods, vegetables, and frozen foods. But don't worry, Bitter Creek Market still has the best selection of quality meats in the area. Their professional butchers prepare the best cuts of meats daily right on site, and Bitter Creek Market grinds their own sausage using only quality cuts of meat. For the gourmet cook, Bitter Creek Market has a wide selection of high-quality food items. And don't forget Bitter Creek Market's deli. Stop by for freshly made sub sandwiches and pork barbecue smoked right on site. They even have homemade potato salad. And they have picnic tables by the creek for your dining convenience. Bitter Creek Market is open Monday through Saturday. Come by and see the friendly staff today. Bitter Creek Market, the best little market in the mountains.
Beautiful kick.
Spencer Mathis back here on 95.1 WJRB, the voice of the Union County Panthers, as Ariel Mancia's kickoff is returned back to the 24-yard line. That was number 16 for the Spartans, Ethan Clifford. A flag thrown down way behind where the tackle was made at the 23. And it's going to be a penalty against the Panthers, so the Spartans will start a little bit closer to the Panthers' end zone. They're still going to be inside their own 40-yard line, but Union County's up 41-0, a minute 14 remaining here in the third quarter. Spartans looking to get any type of offense rolling against this Panthers defense. They only picked up 3 first downs 2 weeks ago against the East Jackson Eagles, in which they gave up 363 rushing yards, and now they're going to be moving back. So the Spartans, they're still looking to see where they're going to spot the ball. They're going to spot the ball at the 33-yard line, so a 10-yard penalty called against the Union County Panthers.
Start the ball at the 33-yard line.
Sturm, the Spartans field general. Nobody in the backfield alongside him. Last time they went gun empty was a sack by Cooper Ashcraft. Now they're going to spot it along the left hash. Zach Taylor back out there in relief of Taylor Whitehead. First play, a deep pass down the left side, and Sam Page is going to make the tackle, but that's going to be a huge pickup for the Spartans. That's their longest play of the day. And that was number 81 for the Spartans on the receiving end, Daniel Altamirano. They're going to have it 1st and 10 from the Panthers' 39-yard line. A nice throw by Sturm. He's had a couple of pretty good deep balls in this game, nearing 100 yards most likely. Trying to get some offense rolling, looking to find the end zone in this one.
46 seconds counting.
He'll have a running back to his left, 2 receivers to the left as well. And he's going to be sacked, and that's a free runner. Gage Barnes getting the sack, coming in free on the linebacker blitz. A loss of 6 is going to bring up 2nd and 16 for the Spartans. Gage Barnes just flies to the football on every single play, along with most of these Panthers defenders. I mean, this linebacking core along with this defensive line is a lethal duo. And that might take us to the 4th quarter. There's about 10 seconds left. Time winding down. They're moving up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 16. Let's see if they get the snap off. 3 seconds. And they get the snap off with 1. Sturm looking for a guy to the right side. It's a design screen as the Panthers rush. It's going to be caught down to the 30, the 25, to the 20, down to the Panthers 17-yard line. A chunk play to number 6, Zach Wagner. They're running back a design screen on the perfect play as the Panthers brought as many as they possibly could. But Zach Wagner picks up a big play, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. Union County up 41-0 over the West Hall Spartans.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Hemphill Vinyl Siding and Metal Roofing in Blairsville, proud sponsors of the Union County Panthers.
If you've got a nagging sports injury, then Union General Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is ready to get you back on the field. Dr. Jacob Sturton, Dr. Ronald McBeth, and physician assistants Brian Hass and David Zollinger are currently accepting new patients at their office. They can help with everything from a sports injury to knee or shoulder pain. If you want to get back to living and being active, call Union General Orthopedics and Sports Medicine at 706-439-6858.
Broadcasts of Union County Panther football brought to you by Leon's Floors, located in Blairsville, offering sales and installation of carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and tile flooring. Union County football is brought to you by the North Georgia News, providing news and sports coverage to Union County for over 100 years. Go Panthers!
Spencer Mathis back here on 95.1 WJRB to broadcast you the final 12 minutes of this matchup between the Union County Panthers and the West Hall Spartans. The Spartans have the ball the closest to the Panthers' end zone they've been all day. 1st and 10 from the Panthers' 18-yard line after a really well-designed screen on a 3rd and long for the Spartans. 3 receivers to the right side, a heavy set for the Spartans. They're going to have number 3 in motion. They're going to hand it off to him. He's down to the 15, to the 10.
Number 3.
And he's going to be tackled along the left sideline. See who made the tackle. The guy who made the tackle holding on to his ribs. It's Elijah Helton making the tackle, but Solomon Carter got the in-around handoff down to the Panthers' 10-yard line. Best Spartans offensive drive of the day. They've leaned heavily on these end-around plays and some really good throws this drive from Sturm, their freshman quarterback. Altamirano, a new receiver for the Spartans that we hadn't seen before this drive. Another man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Solomon. Actually, that's going to be number 4, Fagan, and he's going to be pushed backwards. That's going to be a huge loss for the Spartans, a loss of 10. He had absolutely nowhere to go, and the Panthers kept pushing him back further and further. And 3rd and 12 coming up now for the Spartans from the Panthers' 21-yard line. Still not hurrying up to the line, down 41-0 with 10:50 to play. Spartans still in the huddle, moving up to the 21-yard line. They break the huddle. Sturm's going to be in a gun empty. Sturm takes the snap. Pressure coming from the right side. It's Seth Rutan, but a beautiful pass along the right sideline, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown. A great throw there by the freshman Sturm. And the Spartans are on the scoreboard. That's going to make it 41-6. The receiving target there that made the catch is still down in the back of the end zone. Didn't get a number on that, but a great throw by Sturm and a beautiful catch. That was number 23, Jacob Ledford, making the catch as the extra point unit comes on. The holder running onto the field now with their kicker, Henry Ruiz, on to take the extra point. It's up, and it is good. So that's going to cut the lead for the Panthers to 41-7 with 10:24 to go here in the 4th quarter of play. We're going to be back in 60 seconds on 95.1 WJRB.
Locally owned since 1980, Leon's Flooring is your full-service flooring store with the largest showroom in the area, guaranteed to save you money with over 50 years of total sales experience. The folks at Leon's Flooring are experts in ceramic tile, carpet, hardwoods, and vinyl, located at 568 Murphy Highway in Blairsville, next to the Mexican restaurant and across from Mike's Seafood. Leon's Flooring, call them today at 706-745-9433. Oh, and by the way, say hello to Diesel while you're there.
Check out North Georgia Water Sports in Blairsville for all of your watercraft wants and needs. Offering inventory loaded with new and used watercraft, including Avalon, Tahoe, Tracker, and Sun Tracker boats. Whatever you want, they got. North Georgia Water Sports also offers a service department with highly trained technicians during all business hours. Don't forget to winterize your boat at North Georgia Water Sports. Call 706-835-1222. Visit NorthGeorgiaWatersports.com or stop by 2132 Murphy Highway in Blairsville.
Spencer Mathis back here on 95.1 WJRB, the voice of the Union County Panthers football squad, as Henry Ruiz on to kick off for the Spartans. They cut the Panthers lead to 41-7. See if they go for any trickery on this kickoff with 10:19 to go in the 4th quarter of play. Ruiz with a straight deep kick. And it's going to be returned by Sam Page down to the 15, to the 20, the 25. Still going down to the 28-yard line. A nice return there by Sam Page. Tackle made by number 6, Zach Wagner, who got a 25-yard gain on a screen pass on the previous Spartans touchdown drive. And good news for the Spartans, Jacob Ledford, the man that made the touchdown catch, senior wide receiver, is up and walking around on the Spartans sideline holding his arm, though he did get up, no stretcher needed, so that's good for the West Hall Spartans. We have a running clock here at Mike Colwell. Panthers, of course, in no hurry, usually an up-tempo offense, but over the last 3 games in the 4th quarter, they've forced a running clock in each and every one of those games. Tanner's going to be joined alongside by Connor Shucknick to his left side. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff up the middle to Shucknick. He cuts back inside down to the 32-yard line. Quick gain of 4.5 for Union County. And they're going to be trying to draw as much time off the clock as possible. Number 11 for Union County checking in. That is Tyler Parker. See if we see some new faces for the Panthers here. Up by 34. with a running clock. They're still in the huddle.
Special shout out again, game day sponsor, River City Bank.
Panthers offensive line moves up to the football at the 33-yard line. Make it second and about 6. Parker in motion. 3 receivers to the right with a running back joined alongside Caden Tanner. Another handoff, this time to Shucknick. He's going to break a tackle down to the 37 and a hard run. Runs over another Spartans defender. It's going to take 6 or 7 to bring him down. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 1 for Union County. The Panthers running backs just hit these open holes so quickly as Caden Tanner comes along to the near sideline to speak to his head coach, Michael Perry. Time winding down, under 8 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Connor Shucknick remains in, 3rd and 1. Spartans with only 6 in the box here on a 3rd down, but that's what the gun formation brings alongside with 3 receivers to the left. They're going to bring a man in motion. It's Parker. He's going to get the ball. He's down to the 40, down to the 45, and that's Wilson Walker, correction. A 1st down for Union County. Wilson Walker and Griffin Young are just so good in motion for this Union County Panthers team. They're really good receivers, and also in the secondary they play pretty well. So 1st and 10 now for Union County at the 47-yard line. They're going to keep number 11 Tyler Parker in the game with alongside Zach Taylor, who leads the Panthers in touchdown catches. Seven in the box here for the Spartans. A handoff to Connor Shucknick. He's running through more players, and that's a gain of 6. Just so quickly moving the ball forward as the Union County Panthers, and they've done that so well here since that Lumpkin County game in which we lost 28-6 in week 2. Ever since then, the Panthers have picked up their pace of play, and it's all thanks to the Panthers' offensive line and this running attack of Braylon Rader and Connor Shucknick. 6:30 to go here in the 4th quarter. Panthers at the Spartans' 47-yard line, 2nd and about 5. Ethan McBride in motion down to the slot. Tanner takes a snap, and it's another handoff, this time to the left side. Connor Shucknick is going to pick up another Panthers 1st down. A little bit of extracurricular play at about the 35-yard line. Officials turn an eye. So 1st down for Union County. And coming in now at quarterback for the Union County Panthers is Cade Dockery. For the first time, he's playing in a varsity game. He's done a great job in JV so far this season. They're going to keep most of the starters in there. The only one in relief is number 11, Tyler Parker. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, a tight end, Tyler Grasty, with Connor Shucknick joining the quarterback. A quick handoff to Shucknick. And he's going to pick up about 5 yards. Last year when Logan Helcher was the quarterback, we saw Caden Tanner come into a game in which Union County led by a good amount as well. So this is the first time we're seeing Cade Dockery at quarterback. So a couple of new faces for Union County's offense that you usually don't see, even whenever they're blowing out Towns County or Armurchie. We didn't see very many backups. So now Michael Perry, the head coach, is going to put in a couple of players that haven't played much this season. Number 20 checks in, that's Andrew Engel, a sophomore for Union County. He's going to be split out wide to the far side. Dockery takes a snap. His first pass in varsity is going to be completed to Connor Shucknick, and Shucknick does the rest, picking up a 1st down, a gain of about 9 for Union County, and they're down to the Spartans' 30-yard line. Time still winding down, a running clock, 4:30 to go in the 4th quarter of play.
4:35.
Union County up by 34 points.
1st down at the 29.
And it's always good when you get a couple of players that have not seen much varsity playing time. You get them into a game in which you've already won. So Union County seeing what they have for the future. Dockery takes a snap, looking for Shucknick once more. The same play, this time it's dropped. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the Spartans' 29-yard line. Same exact play as the last in which Shucknick picked up a 1st down. Spartans sticking with most of their defensive starters that started this game as well. So Union County the only one really making some changes. 3 receivers to the left with Connor Shucknick still in the game. We've seen Liam Cohen at running back one time this season in Towns County. As we hand it off to Connor Shucknick, he's got a first down to the 20, the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and he's going to get into the end zone for a Union County touchdown, a 29-yard touchdown run for Connor Shucknick. And the Panthers go up by 40 with 3:28 remaining in the fourth quarter of play. A beautiful run there by Connor Shucknick. The blocks developed. He took it to the outside. Panthers up by 40. Connor Shucknick with a touchdown. This Panthers running back tandem is absolutely deadly. Now Ethan McBride on to kick the extra point, trying to make it a 41-point lead for the Union County Panthers. Caden Tanner checks back into the game to hold the extra point. He'll walk over to the near sideline, and they're going to send out number 82. That's going to be Asa Smithfoot.
Asa Smithfoot out there.
Tanner stays in the game. The snap, Tanner's hold is good. The kick is up, and it is also good. Union County up 48-7 over the Spartans. They have handled business tonight here on this Friday night. Thank you for listening with us. We'll be back in 60 seconds on 95.1 WJRB.
Constantly challenging ourselves as a college means more learning opportunities, better teaching, more innovative programs, greener facilities, a stronger community, and happier students. Every choice we've made reinforces our mission to help educate, inspire, and empower you. Young Harris College. This is the place where your future unfolds.
Spry Family Dry Cleaners in Blairsville specializes in deep cleaning and efficiency. Not only do they take the basics, but they also work with rugs, comforters, draperies, and other household items. Now featuring a drive-through for contactless pickup and drop-off. Not to mention a wash, dry, and fold service. Drop it off. When you pick it up, it'll be folded, sorted, and bagged. Spry Family Dry Cleaners, cleaning up our community, one garment at a time. Located in Blairsville at 46 Hunt Martin Street, across from Cochran Funeral Home.
Spencer Mathis back here on 95.1 WJRB as Ariel Mancias kicks off the Panthers once more as the defense comes back out there to play versus this Spartans offensive squad. 3 minutes left here in the fourth quarter of play. Union County up by 41 points after a Connor Shucknick run. Panthers keeping most of their starting defensive unit out there. Sam Page still at safety. Wilson Walker joins him. The only one out there that didn't start the game was Zach Taylor, and he's in relief for Taylor Whitehead. 2:35 to go here in the fourth quarter of play as the quarterback Sturm keeps it. He's got to go down to avoid some contact. That's going to be maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
That's David Heredia, Seth Lieutenant.
Panthers with another great defensive performance. The only points in this game coming from a Sturm touchdown pass to number 23, Jacob Ledford. A beautiful throw and a beautiful catch by Ledford. He got hurt after the play ended, but he got back up, and that's good news for the Spartans. The West Hall Spartans are going to move to 1-3 on the season. 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, a running clock once more. New running back for the Spartans is number 38, Elijah Haynes, not the one that the Union County Panthers have. This is another Elijah Haynes. A handoff to Haynes. He'll take it to the right side, and he is absolutely smacked by a Panthers linebacker. That's going to bring up third down and about 6.
Sam Page.
Nice tackle there by the Panthers defense. I believe it was Sam Page coming up to make the play. Thompson and Taylor, the two outside corners, with Seth Rutan playing in the slot, and he's done a great job in the nickel corner role. I mean, defensive player of the month by Blitz, and the Panthers are looking to move on to 4-1 on the season, a commanding victory over the Spartans. 1:15 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Empty set for Sturm. It hasn't been well for him in this game in which they've had an empty set. The Panthers bring the blitz, a deep pass along the right sideline, targeting Zach Taylor, but that one just a bit of an overthrow.
Covered up.
Pass intended for number 81, Altamirano, who had about a 40-yard catch earlier in this game. He didn't start the game, but He's done a nice job for the Spartans.
48 seconds.
45 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter of play.
Fourth quarter is almost over.
Fourth down and 6 for the Spartans. They've got to snap it at least one more time. Offense gets to the line, running back once more, Elijah Haynes from their own 38-yard line. Sturm hands it off to Haynes, and he's going to be tackled down in the backfield. A tackle for loss by Gage Barnes. And that will do it. The clock is going to wind down. Gage Barnes with another great performance. The entire Panthers defense absolutely lights out once more. And Union County with a commanding victory over the West Hall Spartans, 48-7 here on 95.1 WJRB.
Remember last time we played, thank you.
Handshakes at midfield now for the Panthers and Spartans, and this game was all Union County. They were up 28-0 at halftime. Final score 48-7. 20 points in that second half scored by Union County. And Braylon Rader with 3 touchdowns, Connor Shucknick with a touchdown, Jensen Goebel with a 45-yard touchdown reception. Tyler Grassi also had one. So Union County's offense was absolutely rolling in this game. Their defense once more just absolutely lights out performance. They've only given up 24 points in the previous 3 games combined. And the Panthers move on to 4-1. They're going to have 2 weeks off. 3 weeks from now is the next game at Banks County, the first game of region play here. And Union County heads into region play up 4-1 on the season. First time we played the West Hall Spartans since the 1990s. And Union County, not a familiar foe for West Hall, and they get absolutely pummeled. The Union County Panthers win it. And that'll do it. Union County moves on to 4-1 on the season. And in case I don't see you again, I'm Spencer Mathis. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night here on 95.1 WJRB.
Special thanks to our ball boy out there, Kevin Kilpatrick.